this woman absolutely disgusts me, and she does not speak for me as a survivor of SA/child trafficking. Her take on this is vulgar and evil. Well, COMB, thank you so much for the awesome. Now, Miss Holcomb with the $50. I want to see 500 Miss Holcomb W's in that chat. Says, Gen Xer Florida teacher here. Dean, you are a badass. You have my full support, and I try to tell as many people as I can about you. Dude, you are a badass. Miss Holcomb, thank you so much for educating our next generation. What you do is so vital to the success and flourishment of our country. All the love in the world to you, and all the love to all the teachers out there. Thank you for the $50 to Miss Holcomb. And then DK, thank you for the $20 as well on Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. DK. And DK says, even controlling disparity between low SA reporting and high HIV spreading strongly. We also see that in prisons. Very low levels of reports of SA and sexual misconduct, but like high levels of the transmission of the sexual transmission of HIV. So you're absolutely right. I'd also like to thank Mary for the $10 over on Venmo, who says, caught your live today. Happy Monday, Dean. Happy Monday, Mary. Thank you for being here. Sammy, thank you for the $25 on Venmo. Show some love to Sammy in that chat for the 25, who says, have you considered doing a MAGA leaving the cult live versus debates for Thanksgiving? I've considered doing a live on Thanksgiving. It just may be the case that I'm going to be out there doing my own dinner with my own family, but thank you for the $25, Sammy. I want to see 250 Sammy W's. Kelly, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. You're asking me to read your message privately, so you got it. I'm gonna read that privately, but Kelly, just know that I really appreciate you for the $20. And Nick, that is NIK. Thank you for the $45. Dude, you guys are going crazy today. We're not even like 30 minutes into the stream, and you guys are showing so much love. Nick with the $45. Thank you so much for the $45 donation. That is insane. Thank you so much. And Ali with a $15 on Venmo. Thank you, Ali, who says, boo for going live early. Well, I gotta go live early today because later I have a Friendsgiving, so I have to be off by like a set time. But thank you for being here. Thank you for the $15 donation. And then just 3 more people here. Perler, sorry, hard name to pronounce. It is Perler. Thank you for the $25 on PayPal. He says you were amazing. Perler, it's so good to see you again. You've been hanging out with us on multiple days now. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the $25 donation. Christine, thank you so much for the $10. And Ree, that is R-I. Thank you for the $25 on PayPal. He says, sorry that you have to deal with all the crazies. Well, I mean, listen, I'm happy that we could be here and try to change some minds. Thank you so much, R.I. for the 25, Parallel for the 10. Just everybody, seriously, thank you so much for the love. Please show some love to these donors down below in that chat, folks. Thank y'all so much. Now, back to you, Lori. Do you have a response to the last comments that I made surrounding what Donald Trump said in this clip?
You take your next person because, like, we're just not going to agree. And I followed him. I'm 56. I followed him since 1986. And I know what he's done. And I just feel like somebody accusing somebody without solid proof, without a criminal jury of their peers convicting them, you could ruin somebody's life.
Okay, well, so one thing that I'd like to say here is I think the only reason why you're not willing to accept these claims is because of like a presence of cognitive dissonance. And the reason why I think, right, in this circumstance, it's going to be a presence of cognitive dissonance is because I've been able to articulate to you like pretty well in both of these points now, right, why I believe that you're wrong and why I believe that we have more than enough evidence to believe that Donald Trump did these things. And ultimately, right, on like both subjects, the debate ended with you just saying, well, we're going to have to agree to disagree, which I believe, right, is like, proof of, right, a lack of a counter argument from yourself, amounting the disagreement to an existence of cognitive dissonance. Now, you told me I can move on to my next guest. If you want me to do so, that's totally fine. However, if you want to have an opportunity to maybe tell us some of the good things that he's done, because you've repeated that now 3 or 4 times now, right, that Donald Trump has done a lot of good, right, I completely disagree with that too, right? So, I mean, I think that his character is atrocious. I think that he's a rapist. I think that he's perpetuated sexual violence, sexual exploitation. But even as it relates to his policy, I legitimately think that he has some of the worst policy of any president in modern American history. So if you want to take an opportunity to tell us some of these good things that he's done, feel free. But if you want me to just move on to my next guest, I could do that too.
Yeah, just go ahead because like it ain't gonna matter because you're not gonna believe it anyway. So.
All right. Well, you take care, Lori. We're gonna move on to the next guest. We actually have another person joining us from the same live that Lori was on, Maga Zach. He was a host, so let's have a conversation with him too. We got him loaded up right now, everybody. So welcome in, Zach.
What's up, Dean?
What's going on? So you were on that same live as Lori, so welcome in. I just had a conversation with her. Yeah. So I'm actually now going to pass the mic to you. Just let's continue the dialogue. Why the hell do you support this terrible president?
Well, I don't think he's a terrible president. I think he's done a lot of good for the country, and he's going to continue to do good.
So let's start there. What is the good? What is the good that he's done for America? Because when I think about it, right, I see some of the worst economic policy that redistributes wealth from the poor to the rich. I see a refusal to abide by a court order to feed starving Americans. Right, I see policy explosive to the debt, $5 trillion added in the last 10 months. Right, I see attacks on our Constitution. I see attacks on our democracy. What I don't see is legitimately good policy that truly benefits the average everyday American. So let's just start here. What is your favorite Trump policy?
Okay, here, baby, go to your room. Eat this in your room. I'm sorry, I'm talking to my daughter right now. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You're good.
Okay. So ask a question again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just curious. So what is this good that Trump has done? Give us an example.
Well, he's getting out all the illegal, undocumented. I know you like to use that word, so I'm going to respect what you like to use. So undocumented migrants, I believe you call them.
Yeah, so I actually think that's one of the bad things that he's doing. I think that mass deportation is an American last policy that doesn't help us and it only hurts us. So I'm going to name 3 ways that it hurts us, and I want you to name 3 ways that it helps us. One way that it hurts us is by a significant impact on our GDP growth. According to the American Immigration Council, if we were to remove all undocumented immigrants from this country tomorrow, our GDP would go down by $1.1 through $1.7 trillion per year. It also hurts us by eroding the social and moral fabric of this country. Undocumented immigrants are significantly less likely to commit any and all crimes on American soil, so we'd expect to see a surge in crime rates. And a third way that it hurts us is via reduction in government revenue. They pay over $100 billion per year in taxes on the federal, state, and local level. You remove them from the country, you remove that revenue, you remove the GDP growth, and you're reducing the productive capacities of our industries as a whole by firing 8.4 million of their laborers, meaning that they have a lower level of capacity to produce, and removing 11 million of their consumers, meaning that all of a sudden they are going to produce less because they're going to sell less. Now, what are 3 very specific material ways that mass deportation helps America?
That helps America. Well, it gets rid of all the criminals. Basically, what they do is they enter the country, and that illegal, when they're undocumented, and that's a crime to enter the country.
Yeah.
And then once they enter the country, they commit more crimes.
Okay. Well, I mean, so if you cared about removing criminals from America, then you wouldn't have put one in the Oval Office. But it does actually increase the amount of crime, right? Because everything I just said, right, reducing the GDP, lowering the productive capacities of our labor force and our manufacturers, well, that has rebounding secondary effects on the average socioeconomic standing of the average American, which in turn will increase poverty. And with an increase in poverty, we would expect to see an increase in crime. So just to condense my response down here to one sentence, if you cared about removing criminals from the country, you wouldn't have made one president, and it'll actually cause more crime because it will cause an increase in poverty.
Okay, I wouldn't call Donald Trump a criminal, but
well, our criminal justice system would, right? If you don't call him a criminal, even though he's infringed on New York state law and committed 34 different classy felonies, then you couldn't possibly call undocumented immigrants a criminal because they just simply committed a single federal misdemeanor. Right? Obviously, 34 classy felonies are going to be more exhaustive, right, than a single federal misdemeanor. So if Donald Trump is not a criminal, then neither are undocumented immigrants.
Well, I mean, his felonies were, and the judge was the Democrat, the jury was the Democrat, the prosecutors were Democrats.
Okay, well, so the judge doesn't find guilt, the prosecutor doesn't find guilt, the jury finds guilt, and you can't possibly argue that everybody on that jury was a Democrat, but everybody on that jury agreed that he was guilty.
Well, okay, you agree to disagree, but okay.
Okay, well, you agree to disagree, so then make the argument. Make the argument that every single person on that jury was guilty, even though not every single person in not every person on that jury was guilty, that every single person on that jury was a Democrat, even though not every single person in Manhattan is a Democrat, right? They're around 80% Democrat, which means that we would expect 2 to 3 jurors to not be Democrat, plus the fact that Donald Trump's billionaire attorney is going to help inside of the jury selection process, right? Therefore, we'd actually expect a larger representation of the jury to be Trump supporters compared to the representation that is true of the Manhattan populace in general. And then also for everybody in the comment section saying that he's following kids, right? If you want to send proof in my Discord, I have it open to the live channel. If he is, we'll remove him from the live. Appreciate you guys. But go ahead and respond to that, please, sir.
Okay. Okay, so maybe not all of them are Democrats.
Right, but so not all of them are Democrats, yet all of them agreed that they're guilty. So we can have possibly gotten that unanimous conviction on the basis of political bias alone.
Okay. All right, you got me there. Okay. All right. You got me there.
Okay, so then you agree that he is a criminal, so that would go back to my first point. If you want to remove criminals from the country, then you certainly wouldn't have made a criminal president.
Well, I mean, but he hasn't. So these undocumented immigrants, they commit tons of heinous crimes, more heinous crimes than what Trump has committed.
Okay, so actually undocumented immigrants are 2.5 times less likely to commit violent crimes on American soil compared to the average American. Then not only is Donald Trump more likely to commit a violent crime on American soil compared to the average American, but he actually has, referencing the rape of Eugene Carroll alongside the sexual exploitation of women and girls at Miss Teen USA and Miss USA, per the conversation that I had with the last guest. So if you are going to suggest a trend of violent crime amongst undocumented immigrants, you're just simply buying into the fake Fox News propaganda that they're somehow bad people, or listening to Trump when he baselessly accuses them of like coming from escaped prisons and mental asylums, when in all reality, they're better for this country per crime rates compared to citizens. It's just harmful misinformation.
Well, I mean, what do you mean the Teen USA pageant? What are you talking about?
So that was a conversation that I was having with the last guest, but I do gotta ask you real quick.
Okay.
So you are following like a very young girl. Do you happen to be like following like a family member or a daughter?
Why?
I mean, you're following like a very young girl. I just want to make sure it's like not some.
What young girl is that?
I don't know if I really want to share that information on live, just so people don't go to her account. So at this point, I am just going to go to remove you, Zach. I'm gonna remove you. Because I guess like determining if it's like a family member or something would like require me to like give him her name. So we're going to go to move on to the next guest at this point. Everyone just do give us a minute. Hop inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. All right, we're going to go to get that next guest up here right now. This next guest, their name is Facts and Logic, and their bio says at Dean Withers is a soy boy. Very cute, very cute. Such a soy boy. What's up? Do you support Trump? Hello? Hello? Facts and Logic, are you here? Okay, and they're not here, so we're going to go to move on. Oh, did you guys see another breaking news headline? Another breaking news headline here, everybody. Did you guys see that some Twitter account posted that like I came out as bi? Is just, that wasn't true. This was like a satirical account. Some Twitter account posted that I came out as bi, and the post got like 7 or 8 million views. And then there was like a bunch of like responses to it that also got like 10, 20 million views. So now like millions of people think that I came out as bi. We're going to move on to the next guy, Aisley. Here we go. And by the way, I actually am now experiencing, I don't know if straight man experiencing homophobia. I don't know if I don't know if I want to call it homophobia, but like, oh my God. I'm looking at my DMs. I'm looking at my tags on X, and it's like all of these Republicans being like, "Dude, you P3DO gay man." Wow. I mean, like I'm like now like damn. Okay, like I've talked about this forever, right? About like the existence of like homophobia in America, right? I've always known that this is something that members of the LGBTQ plus experience on like a daily basis, right? But like, damn, fuck. Like I'm like, whoa, like I'm like, seriously, like this isn't even a joke for like the members of the community out there. Like, I'm sorry that you guys have to experience this shit, right? Like the DMs and the tags on X have been insane for the last 24 hours. People being like, oh, like, no, like this guy's literally evil. He needs to be imprisoned because he's bisexual. He's a P3DO because he's bisexual. Like, dude, right? Like terrible. Terrible. But let's go to move on to the next guest. Colton, guys, only hop inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. Yeah, folks, it is bad out there. What's up? Do you support Trump?
No, not really, but I think I just
All right. Well, we are only looking to debate Trump supporters. If you happen to be one of the 9,000 people watching the stream, y'all, go ahead and hop inside of that queue. If you happen to be a Trump supporter, keep in mind that we are only looking to talk to MAGA. We are only looking to talk to MAGA. What is up? Do you support Trump? Nope. They don't like, they don't. Oh, hello?
Yes, I do.
How old are you?
18.
Okay. Give me another moment here. What's up, Dean Likes Boys? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
26.
Okay. All right. So we're going to talk to both of you. We got Kaylin and Dean Likes Boys up here. Now, Kaylin, before I talk to you, I just want to direct my attention to Dean Likes Boys just for a second. Because your bio says Dean is a communist. So what is communism? Can you define that silly little word?
It's what China uses.
Okay, so I didn't ask you who uses communism. I asked you to define what communism is. Right? This is like, imagine I asked you to define the word shoe, and then you're like, that's something, right, my dad uses when he gets ready for work in the morning. Like, that doesn't tell me what a shoe is, right? So what is communism? Define that word.
Or Democrats when they like.
Okay, well, we're going to go to kick him out for this slur. So, by the way, Kaylin, so that's like somebody on your political party. Why are you repping alongside the people just spamming slurs?
Well, I'm open to like changing my mind about it. I just haven't like had somebody like. Is that your anxiety pen?
Yes.
Is your anxiety pen a vape?
No.
I'm open to like.
Don't laugh
changing
at my
beliefs.
anxiety then.
I've seen so many edits about like,
Don't laugh. Okay, so what year were you born in?
2007,
Okay.
May 31st.
So you're 18. Go ahead.
But yeah, I'm open to changing my belief about it. I just haven't had somebody come across that like sounded actually like believable.
Okay.
And I also am curious about like the Epstein files and all of that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. By the way, for everybody like spamming child, spamming fetus, I believe that they're 18. So not only did the birth date that she gave lined up with being 18,
I sound really young.
but then also like the only post on her account that was like made like a month and a half ago, like says hashtag 18 in the description. So I believe her. I believe her. So yeah, go ahead and give us the reasons why you support Trump as president. Let's see if I can change your mind.
Well, number one, I feel like in a way he was better, like not now. I feel like now things are different, but the last time he was president, I feel like things were better than it was with like Biden and
Girl,
Obama
you were like
and all
12.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I would expect you to have a better life at 12 than you do at 18, right? Because like,
No, like, I
at
look
12,
back
like
at
like
it
you're
now.
like living under like your parents' roof, right? Like you're fed, like your parents cook for you, like hopefully your means are taken care of, right? Like idealistically, right? That's not true for every child, right? Idealistically,
Yeah.
hopefully it is true for you, right? But then at like
That's why I'm
18,
open
right?
to
Like you're
changing my mind.
graduating high school, getting ready to start life on your own. Like yeah, like being 18 is like significantly harder than being 12.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's why
I
I'm
don't think
open
that
to
that really
changing my
speaks
belief.
like too much to his first term, right, in his governance, but like rather just to the fact that being 18 is harder than being 12.
Well, I wasn't into politics when I was 12, obviously.
Obviously.
But I have looked back.
Okay,
at
so
it
like what do you
from
look back on? So like what do you see from Trump in his first term that screams, yeah, this guy should be president now?
I don't know about now because there's a lot of things that he's done that question, like, I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about the Epstein files and what everybody's been saying about that. So,
Oh, well, I mean, you should be concerned. We got a leaked email, right, released to
I
us by
am very
Congress
concerned.
from 2011, right, when Epstein told Ghislaine Maxwell that, of course, Donald Trump knew what he was doing to those young girls. So, I mean, Donald Trump has
Yeah.
been exposed as lying about the nature of his relationship with Epstein for the last 20 years. The story's always been that he never knew, but now we do know that he did know.
the thing I'm concerned about is I believe that his daughter was one of the victims, and he allowed that.
Oh, well, I mean, why? So you said that you believe that. Why is that not enough reason to stop supporting him as president?
I kind of want the proof because, like,
Oh,
from what you see online and everybody else, like, you know, you never know. It could be, like, just a bunch of kids posting it, but
Oh, well, I mean, so you said that
I
you
kinda
believe
wanna
it.
see
So now
the
you're
proof.
telling us that you don't believe that. So maybe, how about this? How about this?
No, I do believe
So
it.
would any reasonable American stop supporting Biden as president if he called for the execution of Republicans?
yes.
So therefore, any reasonable American would stop supporting Trump as president if he called for the execution of Democrats, right?
Yes.
Are you a reasonable American?
I think so.
So if Donald Trump called for the execution of Democrats, you'd hop off that Trump boat, right? You'd take the red hat off and you'd retract your support from Trump.
Yes.
Okay, well, he did that 3 days ago. So he called for the execution via the means of hanging of Democratic representatives in Congress that told our military that they don't have to follow any unlawful order that he makes.
Okay, then I guess that sums up what I believe.
Perfect. Well, you have a good rest of your day.
You too, Dean.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next guest here, guys. Okay, all right. Here we go, folks. Here we go. We're going to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now, guys. Only hop inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. Yo, we're only looking to talk to some MAGA, so if you're not MAGA, please do stay out of that queue. Today, we're on that backup account, so I'm not expecting as many people to be able to come in here and find the live, right? And for that reason, right, if we do have the same amount of trolls, then we are going to be talking to trolls all day long, so please just don't troll today. Please, I'm going to ban you, right? Like, dude, this one guy named Anthony didn't believe that I'd ban him if he kept on trolling. I did ban him, and I got like about 1 billion Instagram messages from him saying, please, Dean, unban me. Like, no. Like, those are the rules. You knew them, and you decided to break them intentionally multiple times. So, I mean, just don't break the rules, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. We got the next guest loading up right now, though. A couple people to thank in the meantime. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes, I support Trump.
And how old are you?
I'm 19. I was born in 2006.
Dude, you keep on coming up here, man. I fried your ass like 2 days ago.
I never been up here.
That's a lie, bro.
You got proof? You got in the US. You got to have proof.
Yeah, the proof would be the YouTube VOD from 2 fucking days ago, man.
Show me clips.
Let's actually see how easy it would be for me to pull it up. If it takes me longer than like a minute and a half, I'm just gonna kick you without bringing up the clips.
You can't. Look, you're a liberal. You're scared of debating.
Let's actually. So actually, frequently, people in my comment section on my VODs will like comment when the guest came up. Let's just see if like I could like quickly find it. Real Johnson, quick. Kamala Harris. Okay, Kamala Harris was like, hey, I don't think. Is this you? Ability to further for prior asking me or the.
Let's Kamala Harris
So
do for
if
our
we shouldn't-
country.
if we
and
shouldn't-
the 4 years that she was vice president. What's one thing that she did?
I found you.
I found you.
You're a liberal. You want open borders. You want open borders.
Wow, I did it. Wait,
Guess what?
let's just
That's why Trump's your president.
Listen. Let's just listen to this clip real quick.
One accomplishment in her entire career. Name one little thing that she did for us. A big thing. It can't even be, I hope, one person. Name something she did for a whole country. It was better for us to not go into debt. And
That's you.
That's not me.
That's
not
you.
Me. Bro, you're lying. You can't even. Okay, dude, you're scared to debate me. I know that.
That's you.
Down.
Yeah, where'd the accent go, buddy? Where'd the accent go?
That's not me. I'm not even Mexican. I don't have a Hispanic accent. What are you talking?
I'm talking, dude. What? I'm talking.
Why?
I'm talking about that deep Southern accent.
Because I'm from the South and I was born in the South, but I can code switch like Kamala. Kamala code switches, and I could code switch. Look, Dean, I know you're trying to get paid. You're secretly a Trump supporter. Dean, we know that you're a Trump supporter. Hey, if I was getting paid, I would be a Kamala supporter. Hey, give me the money. I'll support Kamala Harris. I don't care. Give me the money.
Why would I secretly be a Trump supporter?
Dean, you're making thousands of dollars a day, dude. I would be a fake liberal like you.
Listen, man, I'd like to clarify here. I don't make thousands a day. I make trillions.
Yes.
I make trillions.
I mean, I know you make over 20,000 a day each live stream. Look, you talk about
so it's usually like around like 40, 50,000 every hour.
You talk about taxing the rich, but you are the rich. So stop being hypocritical. Stop being hypocritical, Parker.
Wait, wouldn't that technically make me like more of a benevolent individual? Because instead of calling for like the higher taxation of other individuals, I'd be calling for the higher taxation of myself.
Look, Dean, I know you're mad that Trump's your president. When Biden was president, I got mad. But I didn't act like you guys.
1 second. Hey, Jenna, I really appreciate you so much for the $10 on Venmo. Who says, I knew Peen meant something more. Dude, that's crazy, Jenna. Thank you for the $10. Show some love to Jenna down below in that chat for the 10. Mary, thank you for the 5. Rami, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Let's show some love to Rami down below, who says, everyone wants to make money off of you. It's pretty hilarious and enjoy. Yeah, they're trying to get their clout up. Like, this guy's just trying to run his clout up. He's lying. He was on here like the day before yesterday. Quit the cap. Thank you for the $25, Rami. Lauren, thank you for the $15. I appreciate that, Lauren. Thank you. And yes, a MAGA does annoy the hell out of me too, Lauren. Thank you for the 15. Amanda with a 5, Tom with a 5, and Ryder with a 2. Thank you guys so much. We're all caught up over on Venmo. A couple other people to thank here. Let's try to get up to that 30,000 per hour. Sonny, thank you for the $15. She says, have you ever considered doing a live with fans? Yeah, I'd love to do like a live Q&A or something. Thank you for the $15, Sonny. Let's get 150 Sonny W's and 250 James W's for the $25 donation on PayPal. James didn't attach a message, only the love. Thank you so much for the $25, my man. Huge shout out to you. We are one step closer to the $20,000 a day. Felicia, thank you for the 5. Christine, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate you so much. And I'll try to get you unmuted, Christine. And then Jordan, thank you for the $5 as well. You were awesome. Show some love to all of our donors down below in that chat. One last one here. Thank you for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat. Vampire, who says this may be the most heartwarming ground ball ever. I appreciate you for that love, Vampire. It's good to see you again. Thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. This is insane, Dean. You should
Corey,
feel
thank you so much
sick.
for the $10 on Venmo as well, who says, here's for dealing with the repetitive morons. Appreciate you for that love, Corey. You know what else is insane?
You should feel sick. What you're doing to people is messed up, Dean. You need to apologize. Taking thousands from like people donating you $500. Look, Charlie Kirk, when people were trying to give him money, he never took the money because he's a Christian guy. And you know what you are? You're a demon. You support Kamala. Look, you know in the Bible it says that someone will
one of the people that spoke at his memorial service in Arizona literally like spoke about how he took like $50,000 she gave him.
Well, that's because she kept asking him, "Hey, take the money." He said, "No."
No, that's also wrong. Like literally, like at his memorial service, she talked about how he came to her asking for money.
Well, when you first start a business, of course you're going to ask for investors, right, Dean? Let's use our brain for a second.
Wait. So I'm just asking for investors, man.
No, what you're doing is you're being greedy.
I know. I'm asking for investors. Hey, come on, guys. Go if you want to invest, right? And what we do here, you can find my one moment. All right, I'm asking for seed funding here. I'm giving them the portfolio, the pitch deck. All right, if you want to be a seed funder of the startup company that we're operating here, you can find my Venmo and my PayPal and the link tree, my bio on TikTok, right there at the top of the phone screen, as well as the pinned comment over on YouTube.
Hey Dean, why do you use ChatGPT to try to debate people? If I ask you,
using ChatGPT would require that I type. I really not on the keyboard in front of me unless like I'm typing down something that someone is saying to remember it.
How is Kamala better than Trump? You got 10 seconds to tell me. How is Kamala better than Trump?
Better character, domestic and foreign policy. Did it in 3 seconds.
Trump helped peace in North Korea when he was president for his first term. He was friends with Putin, and he told Putin, "Look, Putin, if you continue messing with us..."
Ray, thank you for the $5 investment. Thank you so much, Ray, with a $5 investment on Venmo. Rachel, thank you for the $10 investment on Venmo. Show some love to Ray and Rachel. Katie with a $1 investment for the seed money for the startup. Cara, thank you for the $10 investment. Says, can I invest in the brain cells for the guests? Nope, you can't. Sorry. Thank you for the $10, Cara. Hannah, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo for the investment. Corey, thank you for the $5 for the seed funding. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate you so much for that seed funding and investment. Val, thank you so much for the $20 investment over on YouTube Super Chat. He says, because Christians famously never ask people for money. Cough. Thank you for working him over, Dean. I appreciate you. Well, I really appreciate you so much for the $20 investment. And Elizabeth, thank you for the $5 investment on Venmo, who says investing in the Dean Withers LLC. Thank you guys so much for the seed funding and investment. This is great.
You're such a hypocrite. Why, when Trump takes money from countries, you guys get mad at him? Why is that, Dean? What's wrong with taking money now? So what's wrong with taking money?
So when I take money, it's from like individual, right, grassroots donors just that watching my live stream on TikTok or YouTube as a private citizen. When Donald Trump takes money, it's like a $300 million private jet from Qatar, a country that helped fund 9/11.
Hey, dude, do you know what a gift is, buddy? Let's use our brains again for a second.
Or it's like for some like political exchange, right? Because I don't hold an official office. When individuals watching my stream donate to me, they're not really expecting much in return, except like maybe me thanking them on live. But like for instance, when Switzerland like bribed Donald Trump with a Rolex, right? In turn, he reduced the tariffs on them by 50%.
Nope, that's not true, buddy.
That is true. That is true. After Switzerland gave him a free Rolex, he reduced the tariffs on them by 50%.
Why can't we stop this political disaster? Ever since Trump got elected, you guys hate him. He's doing what's right for the country, and you know that. But you always got to have a problem with everything that Trump does.
You know what else I
Why
do? You know what I do? You know what else I do? You know what else I do? You know what else I know?
What else you know? That Trump's better?
That you're no longer on the live stream. Then I'm going to kick you because you already came up here. I thought that we already went over that. I thought that we did. I've talked to that guy like literally like 10 times. Okay. That guy loves to come up here and talk shit, right? It's like almost like every other day he's in the queue. What's going on, Facts and Logic? So I brought you up before, right? Last time you didn't talk, but your bio says Dean Withers is a soy boy. Are you finally willing to talk to the soy boy?
Yo, hello, Dean. What's up?
Hi. Do you support Trump?
Yes, of course I do.
What time is it?
It's 3:38.
What state are you in?
New York.
Okay. And why do you think I'm a soy boy?
Because you are, bro. You are the Democrats.
So all Democrats are soy boys?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Because they don't support traditional values.
What, like which ones?
Religion, Christianity.
Okay, so non-Christians are soy boys.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, all right. Well. First and foremost, actually, I just want to read this one off because I actually found this one pretty funny. Somebody in the chat named River with a trans flag in their name just said, "Yay, they called me a boy." Dude, shout out to you, River. That one was good. We love you, River. We love you, River. Love you. Now in response to you, point number one, that was really good. I gotta say, River, I like that one. That was great. Okay. Anyways, back to what I'm saying here. Many individuals on the left are Christians. In fact, I'd argue, right, that true Christians would align with the left over the right, and if Jesus was alive today, he'd be further left than me, likely a socialist.
Yeah, sure, buddy. But let me ask you something. Why do you support abortion?
Why do I support abortion? It's because I think it's great. Right? I think that all American women should be legally obligated to get at least 36 abortions bi-weekly. And in fact, not only do I think that abortion should be free, I actually think that Planned Parenthood should give women money for getting abortions.
Damn, bro. I want to show you my new song. Wait. Hold up. We are Charlie.
The guy's a troll. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next guest right now. So, by the way, I've seen like videos popping up, right, of like leftists, or like particularly like groups of leftists that don't like me. By the way, if you're a leftist out there, right, I love you. Nothing wrong with being a leftist. Very sympathetic to like anti-capitalist ideals. I just myself am a social democrat, right? But I've seen like leftists out there like saying like, oh, like Dean is like fraud maxing, performative maxing, because like 2 months ago, right, he was like crying, and now he's like making jokes about the "We Are Charlie Kirk" song. Right? Like, cause I was like, so you know how like, I love Charlie Kirk and I love the "We Are Charlie Kirk" song. So I'm thinking about, right, just making it clear, right, you know, to the leftists out there that really hate me and think that I'm performative maxing because, you know, we're making jokes about, right, the "We Are Charlie Kirk" song. It's not a joke. We are Charlie Kirk. I do love him. I do miss him. That's why I cried. So for everybody out there saying that today I'm making jokes when 2 months ago I was crying, no, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. We are Charlie Kirk. It's not fraud maxing. It's not performative maxing because it's not a joke. We're going to move on to the next Trump supporter right now. Only join inside of the queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. You just got to be American. You got to be at least 18 years old. And you got to be a Trump supporter. Moving on to the next guest. Moving on to the next guest. We carry the flame.
Oh.
Hello, do you support Trump? Evelyn, do you carry the flame?
Yes.
How old are you?
20.
And you're in high school? Damn.
Yep.
Or not 20. Moving on to the next guest. Let's go to get that next guest, John, loaded up in the box. This guy's name is John the Bomb. Here we go, everyone. Somebody in the YouTube chat says, Dean, they got to put you on reality TV. You do great. I don't know about that one, man. All right, we're just gonna keep it to the political debates. We're just gonna keep it to the political debates, bro. We got River loaded up and only up instead of that queue if you happen to be a Trump supporter. And Michaela, thank you so much for the $15 on PayPal. He says, keep on doing what you do. You make my day every single time I see you. Michaela, thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy that you're hanging out with us for the day. I think that you're awesome. And seriously, thank you so much for the $15. We got that next Trump supporter Logan loaded up, and while we do, show some love to Michaela. Also, show some love to JC. JC, thank you for the $5. Who says, love you, Dean. Love you too, JC. Tomorrow with the $5. Allison with the $5, funding my next portion. Brayden with the $6 for the aura farming. And Blake saying, thank you for everything that you do. The $5. Thank you, guys. Let's go to get that next guest, Chris, loaded up in the box. Logan hit the road. I guess he doesn't want to have a conversation. Big L. By the way, if you want to support me, you can find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio on TikTok and the pin message on YouTube. Okay, we got another Logan loading in. What's up, John? Do you support Trump?
You need to unblock this account on your main.
Oh, I'm sorry, John the Bomb. I kicked you. John the Bomb, hop back in that queue just so I can take a screenshot of the profile name and I'll unblock you. You got it. All right, Logan ran away. So right now what we are experiencing is a widespread epidemic of the extinction of MAGA, folks. We have 11,000 live viewers, but we don't have a single profile, person that's willing to come up here and debate. I'm actually going to go and bring this person up real quick because I want to lecture them real quick. Oh, Junko Kirk. Why didn't you join, Junko Kirk? I think that you should hop back inside of that queue and come up onto this stream right now so we could have a chat. Junko Kirk, get back in that queue. Get back in that queue. I want to bring you up here. I really want to bring you up here, quote unquote, Junko Kirk. Don't run. Get back in that queue.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I'd say so.
How old are you, Logan?
19.
Okay. Also, yeah, Junko Kirk, one last time. Why did you run? Hop back in that queue. So what year were you born in?
I was born in 2006.
2006, what month?
January.
You'd actually be 19, Logan. Good try, though, buddy. Good try. We're going to move on to the next guest, Anthony, right now. All right. Good try. Good try. Quite frankly, good try. Jenna, thank you for the $5 over on Venmo. Appreciate you so much for the love. Saying you should start saying if you want to invest in me instead of support. Yes, if you want to invest in the... He did say 19? Chat. For real? Yeah. For real, guys? He said 19? Whoops. Sorry, bro. Hop back in that queue, Logan. Yeah, sorry, guys. Geez, man. Maybe I need to take a break. Maybe I need to take a day off. Maybe I need to... Logan, I'll back in that queue. I'll bring you up as soon as I see it. As soon as I see you in that queue, I'll bring you back up. I'm sorry, bro. For whatever reason, I thought that you said 18. I'm losing my mind out here. Losing my mind. Also, John the Bomb, I got your profile picture. Feel free to hop outside of that queue. I took a screenshot. Moving on to the next guest right now, y'all. Moving on to the next guest right now. We got Roberto loading up in the box. It looks like Logan's a little bit erred. I don't see him back in the queue, unfortunately, you guys. Band, moving on to Ian. Holy cow. Hey, Stormy, thank you for the $20 super chat over on YouTube. Thank you, Stormy. Stormy didn't leave a message with their investment. But thank you so much. Show some love to Stormy down below. As well as DK, thank you for the $20 investment as well on super chat. Let's go. Let's get 200 W's for Stormy and 200 W's for DK for the $20 investments. DK says no person holding any office of profit or trust shall under them without the consent of Congress except any present annulment, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or sovereign state. Yes, that is a fact, DK. Thank you for the good info. What's up, Hannah? Hello, Hannah? Anna's not here, quite frankly. Ben. Welcome.
Yo, I'm back, Dean.
Welcome back. So you said that you're 19?
Yes, bro. I'm back. I didn't change my bio.
Oh, brother. Okay, Alexandra, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah. I do too.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a 1v2.
I have a question. I was going to say, what was your thoughts on Mandani and Trump's thing in the office?
I mean, we've talked about this a little bit confusing, right? A little bit. Honestly, I think that my main thought is just a little bit confused.
I don't know. I just feel like he switched up, but
so I don't think that Mamdani switched up. I think
I think Trump did, but he also tried to keep it professional. I think.
Who's letting it rip?
Oh, that's my cousin or some shit. I don't know.
No worries, no worries. So both of you guys support Trump. Can I ask you both a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that Donald Trump? Logan, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry, bro. I got gas. Continue.
Well, then go to the fucking bathroom, bro.
Hey, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Keep going, dude.
Shut me up.
No, don't worry, Alexandra. I shut him up. Alexandra. It's just you and me now.
All right.
So you support Trump?
Yeah, in a way. Absolutely.
Terrible. You really shouldn't.
I know, and I feel guilty about it, but I can't help it.
Yeah, well, let's see if I can help you. So why do you support Trump?
I'm in the stock market. Every time, well, both times that Trump has been in the stock market, I've been making money.
So
I fucking hate the guy.
What are you invested in?
Everything about him.
What are you invested in? What are you invested in?
Options, day trading, long trade, swing trade.
So day trading options has very little to do with the president.
Are you fucking kidding me? Every time the fucking guy opens his mouth,
well, I mean,
it goes all the way either puts or calls.
To be fair, day trading, like I guess you would expect better performance with a more volatile market. So are you saying that like Donald Trump makes the market more volatile?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, okay. I understand.
Absolutely.
I understand
Every time that piece of shit opens his mouth, guess what? The stock market either goes down or up in a very heavy way. I make more money on puts. So every time he fucking opens his dumbass mouth, I make money. So yeah, I'm going to have to fucking support that racist motherfucker.
Well, how about this? I couldn't, like, you've made like a lot of money off the Great Depression. With some bearish calls.
The Great Depression. I wasn't even born there.
Well, no shit. Okay, but if you were, right, with some bearish calls or puts, right, you could make a lot of money off the Great Depression, right?
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm making money with now AI. Well, not AI, but I mean the computer systems and all that.
I mean, the
stuff.
markets were pretty volatile during the Great Depression, down. So you could. So you're basically saying that you support Trump for the same reason you would have supported the volatility created in the stock market by the Great Depression.
I don't know about that.
Well, we'll see. That's the issue, though, because that's your logic.
It is my logic. My logic is
right. Your logic is if Trump good president, then Great Depression, the not Great Depression, Great Awesomeness.
Well, okay. So listen, because of this dirty ass, disgusting motherfucker, I've been making enough money to get the fuck out of the U.S. I'm in Spain right now, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm from Texas. I'm in Spain. I follow you, and I've been really debating on.
Well, how about this?
I'm about to debate you on something that we both agree. He's a disgusting motherfucker, but I was able to get out of the U.S., move all the way to England to Spain. Because of him, every time he opens his mouth,
how about this? How volatile would his impeachment be?
Well, depending on the NASDAQ, because
his impeachment would create a very volatile market, right?
Yeah.
So you support his impeachment, right?
Depending. Well, I trade mostly on NASDAQ, but yeah.
So you'd support his impeachment.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay, you're not a Trump supporter. Moving on to the next guest. All right. By the way, I don't know. Just like working off of this universal maxim that anything that creates volatility in the market is good because you can make more money off of it as a day trader is like so backwards. Okay, right? If we nuked Russia, that would create volatility in the market. So nuking Russia would be good. Okay, if we started World War III, that would create volatility in the market. Therefore, World War III good. If the Epstein files were released and said that every single like person serving in Congress is a P3DO that has abused kids, that would create volatility in the market. That means that every single person in Congress being a P3DO would be good. Like, no. Terrible logic. Hello, do you support Trump? son is not here, quite frankly. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go, everybody. We're looking for that next Trump supporter. Quite frankly, we're looking for him. They don't want to look for me. They don't want to talk to me. They're very scared. Very scared. The Trump supporters are terrified. The Trump supporters are so scared. Guys, stop spamming that in the chat. Stop spamming that in the chat.
Hello?
It's making me.
We are Charlie Girl.
No! Stop it! Stop! Wait, I can't do that again. The people took it seriously with the anxiety pen. I'm not gonna do that to myself again. I'm not gonna do that to myself again. Dude, I can't do that. I can't do that. That would be really funny though. That'd be really funny. I'm just not. Can't do it. What's up? Do you support Trump?
No.
Banned. Looking for Trump supporters. Moving on to the next guest. Okay. All right. Brayden, I see you in the queue. You are 15 years old. Said so in your bio. Head out. What's up? Do you support Trump?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Very much so preferred to the We Are Charlie Kirk song. Thank you. I wish you a Merry Christmas too, but banned. Because we're only looking to talk to Trump supporters. Yo! Breezy! Thank you for the $50 over on YouTube. Now, Breezy with the $50 says, how do I join the queue? Well, Breezy, only join the queue if you're a Trump supporter. And if you're a hard Trump supporter, I guess, $50 better in my bank account than yours. So thank you. Show some love to Breezy in that chat. And you could join the queue over on TikTok. I'm live on TikTok on the handle @DeanCDean. Okay, there's going to be a little button in the bottom right-hand corner of your phone screen. Just click that button, hop in the queue. What's up, Billy? Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
And how old are you, Billy?
Well, I think a lot of his policies have made America.
That's not what I asked you, quite frankly. Quite frankly, I asked you how old you are.
Oh, sorry, 20.
20, what year are you born in?
2005.
Okay. Chat, you got to stop spamming that, okay? No. Stop spamming the Dirk, okay? We're looking for professional political debates here. I am sick and tired of seeing pictures likely drawn by 15-year-olds of me wearing a cat towel under Charlie Kirk's arm on my For You page. Okay? And the Dirk comments are not helping. The Dirk comments are not helping. But I guess I'll go ahead and keep my reservations to myself here. Billy, take it away. Tell us why you support Trump as president. The mic is yours.
Okay. Well, our country is thriving a lot better than it was over the last 4 years with Joe Biden.
Big, beautiful lie. It's a lie. Big lie. No. There's not a single macroeconomic variable that's better off today than it was a year ago. GDP growth has gone down. Apparently, we're thriving. Unemployment's gone up, but apparently we're thriving. Business investment's gone down significantly, but apparently we're thriving. Inflation is up, but apparently we're thriving. So it just doesn't make too much sense.
On foreign goods, I'd be willing to listen to it, but I know the tariffs that he's imposed are helping the cost of things and bringing those costs down, and it's allowing for more American-made products to get made.
Dude, okay, if tariffs helped bring the cost of goods down, then why did Donald Trump repeal some of his tariffs on beef and coffee to bring costs down?
Honestly, I really do think that the tariffs that they were going to work and they have been working.
Can you answer my question? I asked you a very specific one.
Reported it.
I asked you a very specific question, sir. Shall I repeat it?
I don't have a good answer for that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, right. It's because there is no good answer to it because it doesn't make sense. You can't argue, that tariffs, cause affordability, help bring prices down, and then support Trump when he removes his tariffs to help bring prices down, because that tells us that the tariffs have an inflationary effect on the price of goods.
On imported goods, but we don't have to always import our goods. We can keep making it in
right. So they increase the price of imported goods, right? Which is still inflation.
But we can still make it within the country.
Oh, okay,
so
right. And for domestic,
import.
but see, the thing is that domestic manufacturers are struggling too. right? That's why we, for the first time in years, see a reduction in the amount of investment into domestic manufacturing.
In what regard?
Well, it just the total market macro level, real fixed private investment into American manufacturing is going down for the first time in years. Because
And
Donald
what do
Trump is
you-
creating uncertainty and instability in the market, not just through his tariffs that are going on and off on other countries, but also through his mass deportation, which is expelling their workers.
You mean the mass deportations and people who came to the country illegally?
Yeah, terrible for our economy.
How does getting rid of people who came into the country illegally, how does that make it okay?
How has that hurt our economy? Because those people account for 11 million of our consumers, 8.4 million of our workers, and account for a total of 1.1 through 1.7 trillion dollars in contribution to the GDP per year.
But that opens up more jobs for the American citizens who are here properly.
No, when we have a smaller labor force, in fact, it usually means less job opportunity because those individual laborers generate profit and help grow these companies, and then they turn around and spend the money that they make from getting paid on those companies by buying their goods.
But even if it's a small decrease for now, it'll help in the future by giving more Americans jobs. And then,
well, I mean, I just refuted that it's not going to give more Americans jobs, right? Because it hurts the economy. Okay, there's not more job opportunity when our GDP is shriveling. There's not more job opportunity when government revenue's on a downturn. There's not more job opportunity when our manufacturers are destabilized because they lose their workers, meaning they could produce less, and they lose their buyers, meaning that they could sell less. Okay, you're just thinking about it so one-dimensionally, and I think that this is an issue of many Trump supporters. You're like, oh, smaller labor force, therefore more job opportunity. Did we have a smaller labor force during the Great Depression? We did. Was there more job opportunity during the Great Depression? Absolutely not.
yeah, but I don't think we're on the track for anything close to what the Great Depression was.
Well, I never argued that we were. All that I'm saying is that it hurts our economy. It reduces job opportunity. It destabilizes our manufacturing, and it doesn't create more opportunity for Americans to enter into the workforce in the future.
So if Trump deporting those, what did you say the number was? 11 million illegal citizens. What was it?
11 and 12, yeah.
Okay, so with them being gone, where do those jobs just evaporate into the atmosphere then?
Yeah, so those jobs are the ones that we lose, right? That's yes, precisely.
But so if they're doing a certain position, do these employers just eliminate that position entirely? No, they're going to look for somebody else to fill that spot.
Well, the thing is that they could only fill that spot if we had a consistent level of demand. But when we deport the undocumented immigrants, we don't just remove them from the supply side of the economy. We also remove them from the demand side of the economy.
But there's still going to be a demand for that job, and there's going to be more Americans.
The thing is that
applying
there's a
for that
lower
position.
level there's a lower level of demand for the goods produced by these jobs. Right? Like, for instance, let's just take Intel. Okay, let's say that the only thing that Intel does is they produce microchips. Now let's argue, right, that Intel loses, right, a third of their demand. Do you think if Intel lost a third of their demand, they'd keep the same level of jobs, or would they engage in layoffs?
No, I think they would try to, if they lose that, they would try to fill the position that needed to be filled.
Okay, well, now I just think that you're not tracking at all because we're talking about demand. We're not talking about labor supply. We're talking about the demand of the goods produced. Right? So I have you ever taken like an economics course in your life?
Sorry. No, I'm not in college or anything.
Okay. So that's fine. I don't mean to demean you, but what I do mean to say here is that maybe the reason why you think the way you do is because, like, you know, you're not too well read on economics, right? And my response to that isn't going to be to belittle or demean you, but rather just to tell you to please get an education, right? Inform yourself on these things because they matter.
So let me just ask you this: how, on economics in that regard, how does eliminating a certain position or having that worker not be there, how does that affect the demand? People would still need the Intel microchips.
So how does that affect the demand? Because when that worker works that job and they get paid for working that job and they live in this country, they then turn around and spend the money that they get paid on consumption. So when we deport them, we're not only removing them from the labor force, which means less profit generated for the companies, which means less prosperity in the economy as a whole, but we're also removing them from the consumer base, meaning that they're then not going to turn around, take that money, and spend it on the American companies. Demand drops.
Yeah, and maybe I do have to look into it a bit more, because even that explanation, I didn't quite get it, but
yeah. So dude, literally, what you need is a basic education on macroeconomics related to supply and demand, which is you should do that. It'd be worth your time.
Yeah. But yeah, and part of the big thing of why I did want to, I think I've requested to be on here a couple different times, but one of the biggest things that I wanted to get your opinion on is, you're obviously well more versed into the left side of politics, and I'm more involved in the right, which is fine. But I don't really think it's proper to be celebrating anybody's death on either side of the political scale.
Amen.
Whether it's, Charlie Kirk or somebody on the left side.
We don't celebrate that here because we are Charlie Kirk.
But
we hold the flame.
No, I see it all the time on social media with different people, and I think
we hold the flame. Amen.
Yeah. No, I just think it's kind of repulsive, and I don't want political violence on either side is wrong.
Amen. Well, see, this is actually why I don't support Trump, because 3 days ago Donald Trump called for the execution of Democrats. So how could you sit here and tell me that political violence is repulsive and then support a president that in an unprecedented manner, right, launched an attack on his political opponents by literally calling for them to be executed via the means of hanging?
Wasn't the 34 felony counts that you preach all the time, wasn't that completely and you can correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that a Democratic judge that just did that no matter what? And the 34 felony counts weren't even all 34 felonies.
What the hell? Why are we talking about his 34 felonies? I thought that we were talking about how Donald Trump wanted Democrats to be executed after you said that you found political violence repulsive.
It does go both ways.
What? No! Donald Trump being held accountable for felonies that he committed is not the same as the president of the United States expressly calling for the execution via the means of hanging, right, of Democrats. Have you lost your mind? Have you, genuinely, have you lost your mind?
The Clintons literally killed Republicans or people that didn't agree with.
Oh my God! Yeah, we got QAnon conspiracy theorist Billy down here, Billy Boy. Not a breath of. One moment. Billy Boy down here, QAnon conspiracy theorist. Now, let me just ask you this question, because I could actually use your own conspiracy theory against you. Do you think because the Clintons wanted to kill their political opponents, that therefore no American should ever support them?
I mean, there are people that supported them.
I know, but would you argue that they shouldn't, because they literally wanted to kill their political opponents?
I think they can agree with certain policies,
this is like saying, well, I'm a fence sitter for Hitler because although he did the Holocaust, he also built the Autobahn. Okay, no, you shouldn't be a fence sitter for people that want to kill their political opponents, right? So ultimately, you'd say any reasonable American would never support the Clintons from your view, since you think they've literally wanted to kill or have killed their political opponents.
Make no mistake, Trump as a person.
I'm just answering my question. Would you argue that because you think the Clintons literally wanted to kill Republicans, that nobody should support the Clintons in the Oval Office?
Well, that's a moot point because they can't even get back in.
It's not a mute point because it's hypothetical.
Now that they can't get back in office,
Just answer my question. Like, if they could get back in, right? We remove the 22nd Amendment. Bill Clinton's like, hey, I want to run for a third term. Would you argue that no reasonable American should ever support him in his third term, considering the fact that he literally wanted to kill Republicans?
But that's such an unrealistic scenario to even bring up because
it's not an unrealistic scenario whatsoever. Right? Can you just answer the goddamn question? I feel like, Billy, right now you're actively running and you're annoying the shit out of me. Oh my God, right? It's like, why just like, dude, I feel like when like Republicans get a question asked of them that they just cannot answer, right? They just like start losing their mind. They're like, it's hypothetical. I don't do hypotheticals. Listen, how about this? So just replace Clinton with anybody. If a Democrat that literally wanted to kill Republicans, literally execute by hanging them, right, ran for president, would you say that any reasonable American would never support them?
I mean, if they wanted to, okay, the only way I could see that being reasonable is if they were actively out there committing crimes. If they're out there committing like heinous, like raping children.
Oh yeah.
Doing, like,
yeah. So what if they just want them to die for like for no crime? They want them to die just because of their political opponent.
That's unreasonable to even think that's unconstitutional to even want to do that.
Dude, okay, so then you think that Donald Trump should be immediately removed from office because he just engaged in this unconstitutional act of treason against our country by arguing 3 days ago that Democrats should literally be executed via the means of hanging, right? For saying that our military should not follow unlawful orders made by himself, just merely repeating their oath. Get pushed.
Okay, but so I didn't see the. It was he tweeted it, right?
Yeah. So you just said what Donald Trump did 3 days ago is so treasonous, so anti-American, so unconstitutional that you don't even think it's realistic that somebody running for president would ever do it. Oh my God.
Was he using that in the context of like interfering with ICE agents and police officers and
no. Let me just give you the context. The president of the United States of America, Guard. Donald Trump. Can I just give you the context, my friend?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Can I just give you the context?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. The president of the United States. I can't skip forward, Donald unfortunately. Trump is now We're gonna have to watch the whole thing. My bad, guys. Actually, play video from the beginning. What if I just go up here, pause it at 30? Let's see if that works. Specifically, the hanging of any Democrat urging our military to ignore any unlawful order given to them by him. I can't believe that this is a real video. I never thought I would be reporting this headline in my life. And just to clarify, you heard me right. If you want members of our military to honor their oath and uphold the Constitution, then Donald Trump wants you dead. So here's everything that you need to know. Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social. He responded to a post published by the Washington Examiner titled, "Democratic Veterans in Congress Urge Service Members to Refuse Unspecified Unlawful Orders," by saying that this is really bad and dangerous to our country and that their words cannot be allowed to stand. He then followed that up with a second post that reads, "This is seditious behavior, punishable by death." And then he reposted a comment that reads, quote unquote, "Hang them, George Washington would."
So I'd probably have to, in order to get like more context on it, I'd have to read what the thing was.
So the context of what that article was, it was just referencing a video made by Democrats in Congress, just telling members of our military that they don't have to follow unlawful orders made by the president. Do you want to see the video?
So what unlawful order are they refusing exactly? Just like was it any, or was there one specific incident?
In the video, they're just like, if he makes any unlawful order, you don't have to follow it. That's all.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
Against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect
Okay, wait, can you pause it for a
this
second?
Constitution.
Right now,
Okay.
the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving
So, I just want to come at this from like a common sense standpoint for a second. If a uniformed officer of the United States military is giving you an order, why on earth would you refuse it?
Oh, so what they're talking about in that video would be Trump giving orders to the military, and they're telling the military that if he gives them an unlawful order, that they should refuse it.
Okay, so they weren't like the Congress people there weren't talking to the citizens, they were talking to the military.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was
Right. And then Donald Trump said
My
that they literally deserve to be hung, executed, because they said that the military shouldn't follow any illegal orders that he gives them.
So Trump was talking about the Congress people in that tweet there.
In that video. That
Okay.
video is what he's talking about. That video.
So for those military members, I'm trying to think. Is this talking about like sending them to like the cities of like Chicago and?
It's just saying
places?
any if he makes any unlawful order. That's like we just heard the clip. There's no more context. There's none. There's no more context. We just listen to the context. That is the context. Them saying that you can refuse illegal orders. That's it. That's all the context. There's no more.
Which I suppose you could, but that depending on if it was like a direct order, it could lead to like a dishonorable discharge.
No,
if
that's not
really
true at all. The
wanted
oath
that.
tells you if you're given an illegal order not to follow it. There's nothing dishonorable about following the oath. Okay, because they said you can refuse illegal orders, right? Donald Trump is now saying that they deserve to die. So back to what we were originally talking about, you said that political violence is heinous. How can you in one breath argue that political violence is heinous, then in the next breath support somebody as president that literally is saying these Democrats should be executed, killed, murdered, hung, because they told our military that they have the ability to refuse any illegal orders he makes?
The only support that I could give is I would need to get more educated on this specific incident.
There's no more.
because
There's no
the
more
only-
education. I don't know
No,
how many
because the
times
only thing that I
I don't
can-
know. One moment. I don't know how many times I'm going to need to clarify this. There's no more context. There's no more education that's required. I've given you everything. I showed you the 3 tweets that he made about it. I played you the video that this article talked about. There's nothing more that needs to be
You
discussed.
claiming yours. I need to look at
No,
it. not from-
I showed you. The only reason why I played you my video is because there was screenshots of the tweets.
Yes, but I would need to look at it from the other side and not just see it from yours. Because from your point of view, believe me, I get it.
Wait. I'm not giving you like my perspective. I'm giving you the facts. The facts are that Donald Trump responded to an article published by the Washington Examiner referencing the video I just played you by saying what he said in the tweets I showed you on screen. I'm not giving you a politically biased take on this. I'm just giving you the facts. There's no other side to the facts. The facts are the facts. The sky is blue,
Yes, but
the earth is round. Donald Trump responded to a video, right, that we just listened to by saying that they deserve to die. There's no more. They're like, what is the political spin that I'm putting on this?
It's extrapolating quotes that will eventually come back to supporting your point, which is fine. That's what you're here to do.
Wait, what else am I supposed to take away from these quotes? What else am I supposed to take away from these quotes? There's nothing more to take away from these quotes. What else is there more to take away from these
There's more
quotes?
research to do because what I'm thinking
On what?
is,
What is there? Be very specific. What is there more research to do on?
how this refusing an order came about, because I'm thinking that it's talking about the military going into the like Chicago and these places
buddy.
And because there's people that are saying that this is wrong and unconstitutional and it's not going to work, and so it's a big story,
buddy.
So I'm thinking that this is where it's stemming from.
Dude, these senators just posted this video. They just posted this video that I already. Do you want to listen to it again? You're the one extrapolating shit. You're the one trying to put a spin on it. And by the way, okay, you also don't deserve to die, even if you argued that the military should disobey Trump's order to like kidnap naked children out of their beds in like the Chicago suburbs and throw them in the backs of U-Haul vans. You don't deserve to die. That is still political violence. That is still political violence. Okay,
yeah.
And if you want to argue that if you want to argue that it's not politically violence, that it's not what you said on both sides. When have we ever seen a sitting Democratic president call for the death of Republicans? This is not a bipartisan issue. You hack. Stop pretending like it is one.
Oh, it is so 100% on both sides.
Right, right. You are actively just being a D1 track runner for legitimate fascism. If you're going to sit here and tell me that this president, Mr. Trump, calling for the death of Democrats, saying that they deserve to be literally hung and executed, is a both parties issue. You lack a brain, you're experiencing cognitive dissonance, and you're bowing the knee for fascism. If you were alive in 1920 or the 1930s, you would be a Nazi with this line of thought.
No, I would not.
Yes, you would. The year's 2025. The president of the United States of America has launched an unprecedented assault on the rule of law and order of America by saying that his political opponents, the Democrats, deserve to be hung and executed, right, for saying that our military can disobey unlawful orders. And your response is that you don't really care because it's an issue on both sides. Okay, if it's an issue on both sides,
I'm not saying I don't
if
care.
it's an issue on both sides, name any Democrat, right, that has served in any public office, right, not just the presidency, that has said, right, that Republicans should be executed, that Republicans should be hung.
Sitting Democrats, they don't have to. They just have to use the magic word of Nazi, and then people who support the Democrats will go and attack Republican or Trump supporters.
Oh my God, dude! You were such a you were such a weak, spineless person. You were such a weak, spineless little person, right? You are not furthering this country in any positive direction. You lack a backbone. Your brain is mush, and I'm just surprised that you even know how to wake up in the morning and brush your teeth. You're such a fucking cornball. Like, oh my God, right? Like you're looking at people on the left, calling people like Nick Fuentes a Nazi, right? Because he thinks that Hitler would make a good president, and the Holocaust like was good, and only 270,000 Jewish individuals died. And you're saying that that's somehow equivalent to the president of the United States of America saying that, like, I deserve to be executed, right? You understand that I'm a Democrat, right? That thinks the military should disobey any unlawful order that he makes. In fact, I even argue that he has made unlawful orders. There's already orders that he has made that I think our military should ignore. For instance, he told the National Guard going into American cities to function as a domestic law enforcement agency and arrest people in the streets. If you are watching this stream and you are a member of the National Guard, you should ignore that unlawful order that Trump gave you to function as a domestic law enforcement agency because it violates the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878. All of a sudden, Trump thinks I should be hung. And you're going to argue that that's a both sides issue? Trump thinks I should be hung for what I just said. Trump thinks I should be executed for what I just said.
And on that, no, you shouldn't. You should have this is America.
So what is
you
one
have the
thing,
right to voice your opinion.
What is one thing right now that you could say with certainty would lead to Biden arguing that you should be hung and executed for it?
Biden couldn't form a sentence. He doesn't know how it's going to friggin' give you the right to be executed. He had no clue.
Oh, okay. So in other words, you're saying it's not a both sides issue.
Oh, no, it is for sure a both sides issue.
Oh, wait. I thought you just said that Biden doesn't think that you should be hung because you're a Republican. So that means it's not a both sides issue.
He didn't think I should be hung because he didn't know he was the sitting president.
Great. So it's not a both sides issue then, Billy.
Oh, it is 100% a both sides
Wait, how
issue.
could it be a both sides issue if it's only present on one side? Dumbass.
It doesn't have to be a president. It's supporters on both sides.
Oh, it doesn't have to be president on both sides. Oh, it actually doesn't have to be a both sides issue. in order to be a both sides issue.
Okay. So
Hey, by the
I
way, you're continuing to say that it's like supporters on both sides. I want you to go give your devout loyalty and support to every single Democrat that celebrates the execution of Charlie Kirk. I want you to go give because that's something that you said was a part of this political violence. I want you to go give your devout loyalty and support to the guy that executed Charlie Kirk. I want you to go give your devout loyalty and support to every Democrat that has ever called any Republican a Nazi because you said that was political violence. I want you to go give your devout loyalty and support to every single person on the left that you think perpetuates political violence towards the right for the same reasons that you are giving your devout loyalty and support for Trump for saying that Democrats deserve to be executed. You can't in one breath argue that this issue of political violence is on both sides and then support the president that's perpetuating it on the right, then condemn the people on the left that you think are as well. In the same way, you are actively supporting Trump as president, even though you're acknowledging that he's perpetuating this level of political violence. Go bow the knee to every person on the left that you think has ever perpetuated political violence and say that you make them president too.
No, political violence is wrong. And
no, you don't think that. You don't think that it's wrong.
Is wrong.
You don't. Okay, so then stop supporting him right now. Say that Donald Trump should be impeached for arguing that Democrats should be hung.
Trump's already been impeached, what, 4 times?
Yeah, let's get him out. Go say that you think Donald Trump should be kicked out of office. Say that you're going to take your red hat off and retract. Oh, okay, so you support somebody, right? So you support somebody that wants to execute me. Can you say that?
I can say he doesn't want to execute you.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I already said, right, that I think I already said, right, that any member of our military should ignore, right, any unlawful order he gives them. And I even clarified, right, specific, right, unlawful orders that he has given them. And he said, right, that this is sedition, that this is seditious, and you deserve to be executed. You support heinous violence.
No, I don't. I can support one thing. I can support some things that he does, and not support certain other things.
Like I already told you, this is like 100%. being a fence sitter for Hitler because he made the Audubon. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's some things about Hitler that I support. He made the Audubon. He was a pretty good painter, right? I mean, there's also some things about him that I don't support. Like, sure, he did the Holocaust, but he.
Okay, but a lot of that stuff
no, shut up, Billy. Sure, he did the Holocaust, but. He also made the Audubon. So it's like, I guess I just don't really know what my thoughts are on Hitler. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I guess you could call me a Hitler supporter, right? Because he made the Audubon. Like, but I mean, at the same time, I don't really like the Holocaust. But like, I don't know. I might be a Nazi just because of the Audubon. Is that kind of like your logic?
How about until he actually he goes through with that, because he's not going to. I can support him until I can support him.
So if you had a 12,
actually gone and killed his political opponent.
So if you had a 12-year-old daughter that went to a middle school and one of her male teachers told you that he was going to rape her, right? That he wanted to rape her. You'd argue that you would continue to support him as your 12-year-old daughter's teacher until he actually does?
No, I'd kill him right there on the spot.
Okay. So seemingly your logic doesn't really hold up there.
Where did political violence go into rape?
Oh, so the analogy, I'll just repeat it, is you're arguing that you're not going to care that Donald Trump wants to execute Democrats until he actually does. So therefore, you shouldn't care that this teacher wants to grape your daughter until he actually does.
No, that's
so you should care, right, based upon, right, the fact alone that he said he wanted to grape your daughter. So therefore, you should care on the fact alone that Donald Trump said that he wanted to execute Democrats. Why am I explaining this to you? This is common sense.
Okay.
Oh, look at this guy pouting that all of a sudden. Look at this guy pouting that he doesn't have an argument against the notion that you should probably stop supporting the president if he wants to execute Democrats. Oh, pout more, cry more. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Billy, that you don't have a counter argument against that. Right? Maybe it's because you're on the wrong and I'm right. Have you ever considered that, Billy? Maybe the reason why you're speechless, maybe the reason why you're gagged, maybe the reason why you don't even know what to say is because you're wrong. Because you're an evil person. I think that you're such an evil person if you're going to sit here and defend the Trump administration with the acknowledgement that they want to execute their political opponents. That's evil, it is. That is so evil.
Okay, so I just want to get something straight. I've been fairly calm for this whole time, however long I've been on here. Haven't come and attacked your person one time. You've been doing it for 15 minutes.
If I told dude, listen. If I told you, like, for instance, that I'm a Nazi, would you say that I'm an evil person?
If you openly came out and said you were Nazi and had Nazi memorabilia, yeah,
Right,
you're a shitty fucking
right. And, like, in calling me an evil person there, would you say that you're, like, demonstrating, right, illogical emotion, right, and crashing out because you'd be calling me evil after I told you I'm a Nazi? Like, no, you just be being honest. Okay, I'm just being honest with you, right?
Yeah,
it's evil. It's evil to sit here and say, right, that we shouldn't care that the president wants to execute Dems, right? I have a right to be disgusted. I have a right to call you a bad person. I have the right to call you insane. There's nothing wrong about me saying that whatsoever. I feel like we live in this hyperbolic society where the right has now put up these shields all around them, where whenever they're critiqued, whenever they're told they believe in something that's wrong, whenever they're told that they have these immoral virtues, whenever they're told that they're defending the indefensible, they take it as a baseless personal attack on their character, not resembling the true horror perpetuated by the beliefs in which they hold to be true. Okay? What you have to acknowledge here is that these things are true. I have a right to call you what I am. I have a right to say what I am, because you are a terrible, terrible, terrible person for sitting here and defending the Trump administration, arguing that Democrats should be hung. Right? Just cut it out with a victim mentality. Like you're not a press, little bro. I'm not oppressing you by calling you bad for arguing that it's okay for the president should call for the execution of Democrats and we should just overlook it because it's a both sides issue.
No. It should not be overlooked.
Okay, if it shouldn't be overlooked, then why do you still have that red hat on?
Because I do still support the president.
Right, precisely. Yeah, so you think it should be overlooked because you still support him.
No. I do not think it should be overlooked.
Okay, how about this? Answer this following question.
Shoot.
Okay, fill in the blank. Quote unquote, I still support Trump as president, even though he thinks that Democrats should be hung because...
No, I'm not going to finish that quote because I don't support any... If this was a Democrat sitting president and they had said this, I wouldn't support that. And if this was anybody but Trump, if this was somebody other than Trump, it's wrong.
Wait. So what I just said, so you can't argue against what I just said. You're telling us that you still support Trump as president, even though he's called for the execution of Democrats, right?
Yeah, I do still support
Okay,
that.
so then fill in the blank. So then fill in the blank. I still support Trump as president, even though he's called for Democrats to literally be hung because...
he is continuing to make our country better and safer and better to live in.
Be significantly more specific. Give 3 specific reasons. I still support Trump as president, even though he's publicly called for Democrats to be hung because of specific reasons, like...
Specific reasons, like he's enhancing the betterment of our country in certain...
Be more specific. Be more specific.
I was getting there. In aspects of bringing in revenue through these tariffs, we're providing more money for us by wanting... I'm not sure if he has, but I know he wants to eliminate the Department of Education. I don't know if he has yet. I could be wrong. But that's going to provide more money for our schools and better education for our children. And by bringing peace around the world, peace through strength, he's bringing peace and ending wars all over the world and making the world a better place.
Like which ones?
Oh my God, the Russia, Ukraine's they came to a peace.
No, they didn't.
It's not. I don't think it's ended yet, but
they didn't come to terms.
No, they didn't come to terms, but they're working on it. So that's going to be
No,
ended.
no,
and
no,
that's
no,
gonna-
no, no, no. What happened is Russia gave Ukraine their terms.
That's what I mean. It's in the works and it's coming along. It's not ended
Right.
yet.
Do you
Right.
think that Russia's terms are peace? No. Russia's terms are illegal annexation. Russia's terms are a violation of international law. Russia's terms are an
Well, that's why they haven't been in
encroachment upon the
agreement yet.
fundamental right to self-determination of every Ukrainian. It's not peace. Plus, it has nothing to do with Trump.
And how is and
Because Marco
How is
Rubio
that-
said that
how would that
28-point
work?
plan was Russia's. It wasn't Trump's.
no? But
Yes, Marco Rubio told multiple senators, multiple members of our House of Representatives, that that was not Trump's plan. It was Russia's.
No, I can't think of the. I can't think of it. I
Ooh,
can't think of the.
Trump's a really good president because he takes credit for the immoral, disgusting 28-point plan laid out to Ukraine by their invader, basically saying that they are owed their land and owed a violation of the right to self-determination through the furtherance of ethnic cleansing. If this was Trump's plan, it would only make Trump worse, but it's actually Russia's, according to Trump's own administration.
No, there was like all the wars that came to an end.
Oh, all the wars. So which one? So which ones have come to an end because of Trump? Let's hear them. Let's hear them, buddy. What are those wars? Well, I guess we'll never know. He's on pause doing something. While he's on pause looking it up, Maggie, thank you so much for the $20 over on Super Chat. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you so much for your guidance. Thank you for your investment. Maggie with the $20 says, my favorite thing is playing this at a louder than normal volume for my mom to hear. Nice. Maggie, I hope that I'm able to change your mom's mind. Thank you for being here. I really hope that you're enjoying this stream. And thank you so much for the $20. Thank you. Mackenzie with the $5 who says, you're amazing. Wishing you a Merry Christmas from Texas. Loved you. You're amazing too. Lali, thank you for the $5 as well for the over on Venmo. Rachel with the $5 and Jocelyn, thank you so much for the $10 who says DYP is now opening an investigation of Mark Kelly. Yes, the Pentagon is now investigating these Democrats for seditious behaviors. Yes, insane. Thank you so much for the $10, Jocelyn. Susan, thank you for the $10 who also says Trump is now saying that he may court-martial Mark Kelly. Yes, he's seriously furthering that investigation. Thank you for the $10, Susan. Christina, thank you for the $10 saying excited to invest. Thank you for your investment, Christina. Thank you for the $10. Libby, thank you so much for the $15 who says, I'm a Peen investor, not a Dirk investor. Yeah, bro, get that Dirk shit out of here. Peen only. Thank you for the $15, Libby. I want to see 150 Libby W's down below in that chat for the $15. Laura, thank you for the $10 who says, thank you for being my workday companion every day. Thank you for being here, Laura. Thank you for the 10. Then also over on PayPal, a couple people I'd like to thank super duper quickly. Jose, thank you for the $15 who says, you young man are amazing. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Jose. Dude, let's get 150 Jose W's. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the $15. You are phenomenal. Then Sonny, that is SONNY. Thank you for the $15. Thank you so much. Who says, did you see Trump's tweet with Democrat senators at his feet while he sits on his throne? No, but I definitely believe that's something he tweeted out. Fucking disgusting. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for the $15, Sonny. And then Sherry, thank you for the $10 over on PayPal. And that's really cool that you saw me on the I Had It podcast. That was a good one. Thank you for the $10, Sherry. And then Roberto, thank you for the $10 over on Venmo as well, who says, respect to you, bro. Please help him. Everyone in your life is now dumber for listening to his attempts to climb out of the hole he's dug himself in. I don't think that this guy's like helpable. I don't think that this guy's like savable. I think that this guy's lost it. Thank you for the $10, Roberto. You are absolutely phenomenal. Please show some love to all of our donors down below in that comment section. If you're watching and you want to invest, if you want to support, which really helps me, helps our stream, and allows us to continue to do this 4 hours, 7 days a week, you can find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio and TikTok and the pin message on that YouTube stream. I get 100% of all the proceeds over there. They go straight to me compared to around 30% of the proceeds on TikTok. And Kat, good to see you. Thank you for the motorcycle. Show some love to Kat down below in that chat. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. So were you able to get a hold of a list of the wars that he's ended?
Yes.
Okay, keep in mind that we can't hear you when you're on pause.
Damn. Okay. He made a post about 7 wars in 7 months.
What are the 7 wars?
One of them was Israel and Iran.
Oh, He ended Israel and Iran's war. So, see, the thing is I don't even think that would have happened if he lost the presidency, because that were started by Israel bombing the shit out of Iran, knowing that Donald Trump would bow his knee to Netanyahu. And by the way, that peace agreement that he set forth was violated by Israel less than 2 hours after it was signed into law. And Iran didn't even know about it. He didn't even know about it until Donald Trump said something publicly about it.
Is there a way I can bring that thing up here so I don't have to keep going on pause to look at this?
Okay, so basically you're telling me that I'm going to be debating one of Trump's Truth Social posts.
No, it's coming right from the department. It's coming right from the Senate. Or, wait, what was it?
White House? Whitehouse.org? Yeah, basically one of Trump's Truth Social posts. So what's another one of these wars that he's ended, Billy?
It was Cambodia and Thailand.
Oh, well, Cambodia and Thailand are actually still going through conflict, so that's not true. Next. What's the third one?
India, Pakistan.
Oh, so J.D. Vance said 24 hours before they came to terms that the U.S. fundamentally has no involvement in India or Pakistan. Next. What's the fourth one?
Ethiopia, Egypt.
Okay, so what did he do for Ethiopia and Egypt? I'm actually unfamiliar with this one.
No, for some of these things I have to do more research, but I know I can see stuff that gets posted.
Okay.
So,
So you don't know. Next, what's the next one?
Yeah. Rwanda and DRC.
Oh, okay. What's the DRC?
Like I said, gotta do more research.
The Democratic Republic of the Congo. And what was Rwanda doing to the Democratic Republic of the Congo? No clue. They were genociding them. How were they genociding them? By having Rwandan troops go in, killing their people to take their resources, alongside M23 rebel insurgents and some funded Ugandan militants as well. The quote-unquote agreement was just for more mineral extraction from DR Congo at the hand of America, and did not end the genocide, as they only pulled back some Rwandan troops. However, the M23 rebels and the funded Ugandan militants are still in Dr. Congo today, genociding the innocent Congolese individuals. Next.
Serbia, Kosovo.
What did you do there? No clue. See, here's the issue, Billy. You told us that you still support this guy as president, even though he wants Democrats to be hung because he's ended these wars. But then you didn't know what the wars were. You don't know anything about them. And I'm sitting here on live educating you about them as if, like, you're a high schooler. Which, by the way, I'm not saying that every person ever needs to know about every war, conflict, ever. Should you be educated on these things? 110%. I'm going to criticize you for not knowing the specifics? Not really, because most people don't. But I am going to criticize you for not knowing anything about the specifics of these genocides, wars, conflicts whatsoever, but then using the claim that you think Donald Trump ended them to justify having this wannabe dictator, right? This fascist, mask-off fascist, calling for the execution of his political opponents as president.
And like I said, 20 minutes ago, it's wrong on both sides.
Yet you can't name a single Democrat serving in any public office that has called for the execution of Republicans. So it's not a both sides issue.
Because they're not doing it that directly.
Okay, so then it's not a both sides issue.
Trump doing it that directly.
So then it's not. So then you agree it's not a both sides issue.
I never said that.
Yes, you did, because you just agreed that there's not a single serving Democrat in any public office saying that Republicans need to be executed.
Political violence isn't just directly saying, "Hey, go execute the other side," or
okay. So are you comparing me saying that Donald Trump fulfills all 14 defining tenets of fascism to Donald Trump, the serving president, calling for me to be executed? Right? Because if so, I mean, I think that those are two significantly different claims, right? One of which I'd argue is not even political violence. Right? You just can't compare, right, the institutional and structural power that the president of the world's largest and most powerful, like largest economically speaking, and most powerful president holds when explicitly calling for the death of his political opponents to some like 15-year-old calling Trump supporters a Nazi on Twitter. Nazis on Twitter, right? You just can't compare the two. That's why it's not a both sides issue, right? Because whenever you see this quote unquote political violence perpetuated by the left, it's not with that same systemic power. It's not with that same office of the presidency. It's not with that same structural support.
But I can buy certain Democrat, I don't want to say influencers because that would include you, but like certain, I don't know how to say it. Like,
because there's nothing to say, because you just know that I'm right. Can you agree, right, that there is just no comparison whatsoever to be made by the institutional and structural power that the office of the presidency holds, not just over America, but over the totality of the world, right, and the explicit call for the execution of Democrats. There's no comparison to that. There's no direct comparison to that from anybody on the left in anything that they've ever said, right?
But by...
No, I just want a yes or no. Can you agree or disagree?
I can disagree.
Okay, so I just want to clarify. You are now disagreeing, right, with my notion that there's no comparable circumstance of anybody on the left, right, using such institutional and structural power that the office of the presidency holds to explicitly call for the death of their political opponents. You're saying that you disagree with that. So then what would be a directly comparable example? Name one directly comparable example of anybody on the left, right, doing something as politically violent by explicitly calling for the death of their political opponents with the same institutional and structural power that the office of the presidency holds. And when you fail to name a single example, I'm going to dump your ass and I'm going to skip you because you're a mindless MAGA droid who doesn't deserve my time nor attention.
Okay. So what Democrats are doing as a whole...
Give me a specific example. I don't want vagueness. I don't want a generalization. Give me one specific example of somebody on the left making such a direct and intentional attack on those on the right comparable to Donald Trump saying that Democrats need to be executed via the means of hanging, right? Holding comparable institutional and structural power to the office of the goddamn presidency of the United States of America. Give me one specific example.
Okay, just let me get there. As a whole, the Democrats the Democrats are painting Republicans, supporters, people in office.
No, one specific example.
Let me get there.
Do it right now. Get there. Get there right now. Skip to the end. Give me one specific example.
So Democrats by painting Republicans as evil Nazis.
Democrats is a generalization. Give me one specific example.
Okay. The Democrats are painting
I don't know how many times I'm going to need to repeat myself. The phrase, the Democrats, is a generalization. I'm asking for one specific example.
And I'm trying to get there, but you're not letting me get there.
Stop starting with a generalization. Start with a one specific example.
But the generalization is what leads to the point.
I just go without it. What is the specific example?
Okay. By painting Republicans as such Nazis and evil people, that leads to political violence, and by Democrat and left supporters attacking Republicans online, in the street, killing them.
Can I have one specific example?
That is an example. It happens all over the country.
Is this guy like brainless? Do you even know what a specific example is? I'm serious. Do you?
Yeah. It's happening all over the country.
I have a question. What is a specific example?
A specific example is... How do I explain it? It's like one specific event.
Yeah. In one event. A categorized specific occurrence, okay, of this happening. So what is one categorized specific event of any Democrat, right, perpetuating political violence, comparable both in substance to Donald Trump directly calling for the execution of the Democrats, and in platform of the structural and institutional power that the office of the presidency over the most powerful nation to ever exist holds.
Okay.
What is the specific
So,
example?
I forget what university it was, but there was a student at a university, and I don't remember it, but it happened a couple of years ago. There was a student going to class or going to his, just walking down the sidewalk, wearing a red MAGA hat. A professor at this university came up to him, took his hat off and threw it, yelled something at him, and then beat him up. And I forget what university this was, so I don't remember any of the names.
Sure, what's your source?
The mouth of the victim.
Okay, what's the victim's name? Nice. So first and foremost, so first and foremost, right, even if everything that you just said was true, this would still not be a comparable example to what Donald Trump did. First and foremost, taking somebody's hat off is not calling for their death. Second of all, beating somebody up is not killing someone. And third of all, a professor at the university, at a university, does not hold the same structural and institutional power held by the office of the presidency of the United States of America. So point number one, you have no evidence for the silly bullshit you're spewing. Point number two, even if you could have evidence and you literally played a video of this occurrence happening, it would still not be a comparable example. And I'm asking you for a comparable example because I'm the one that made the claim that it is not a both sides issue because you cannot indicate any specific examples of anybody on the left holding comparable institutional and structural power to Trump and saying comparable things to Trump, such as the fact that these people need to die, right? And then you said that you disagree. So considering the fact that you have no evidence, and even if you did, it would not be a comparable example, let's try again. Either concede that it's not a both sides issue because you can't give any specific examples of comparable actions of political violence, or try again.
Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of both. I cannot give a specific example, but political violence is a both sides issue.
Well, I'm sorry. You just
So
simply...
I won't concede that point.
Okay, well, see, then you're just spewing shit out of your ass. You have no reason to say that comparable political violence is a both sides issue. You don't have any reason to say that. You're actively diarrheaing all over the live. Shit smells. Come on.
No, political violence is 1,000% a both sides.
Do you think if you repeat
on both
it...
sides.
I have a question. So do you think if you repeat it again, it'll make it true?
I'm just saying.
Maybe if you say it, okay. Well, we're agreeing to disagree. Apparently, right? According to you, you would like to agree to disagree because I'm just pointing out the fact that you don't have any reason to believe in what you do. Okay, this is like me saying that the earth is flat and then you saying that the earth is round and then you being like, well, the evidence that the earth is round is the 24-hour suns at both poles, right? All the evidence that we have through NASA, scientists globally, even going back like 1,000 years. And then when you ask me, so Dean, how do you disagree with me here? Like, why do you reject, right, my thesis that the earth is round considering all of the evidence in which I laid out, right? And then I tell you, well, I actually don't have any evidence. And then you're like, Dean, okay, so because you don't have any evidence, you shouldn't believe it. Then I'm like, no, well, the earth is flat. Then you're like, well, here's the evidence once again that it's not flat. Then I'm like, well, the earth is flat. And then you're like, well, here's the evidence once again that it is flat. And then you press the fuck out of me and you're like, Dean, give me one specific line of thought to demonstrate that it is true that the earth is flat. And then I'm like, well, I can't. So we're just going to have to agree to disagree. Like, obviously, in that conversation, I'd be the crazy one. Obviously, in that conversation, I'd be off my rocker. Obviously, in that conversation, I'd be making no damn sense. And that conversation is a mere analogy of the one that we're engaging in right now, because you're basically positing that for whatever reason, it is a good thing to continue to support Trump as president, even though he's done and said these things, because you think it's a both sides issue. But then when pressed for any reason to believe that it's a both side issue, you can't provide any. Okay, buddy, you're dead, kid. Leave the live. Leave the live in shame, Billy. Intellectually dead, by the way. Leave the live in shame.
No, and then I can agree to
leave the live in shame, Billy. Your time's up. Leave the live in shame.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, leave in shame. Leave in shame. There you go. All right, perfect. He left in shame. We're going to move on to the next Trump supporter right now. Let's go and get them up here right now. Kelly, thank you so much for the $10 over on Venmo, who says, Dean, I'm tired for you.
Boy?
I'm definitely really tired after that last one, but thank you so much for the $10 to Kelly. What's going on, man? Do give me 1 second. Tessa, thank you for the $5. Janice with the 1. Joseph with a 5. Olivia with the $5, who says, Billy, get pushed. He got pushed. And thank you so much for the $15. Kaylee. Kaylee, that is Kaley with the $15, says, I'm investing into the Dean Withers LLC. Thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate that. Then Shakira, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. If you're watching and you want to support me, you can find my Venmo, my PayPal, the link tree in my bio on TikTok, pin message on the YouTube stream or on top of the live stream on my head. So welcome in, Jonathan. Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
Embarrassing. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
20.
Okay, why do you support this terrible, tyrannical predator president?
Shut the fuck up, boy.
Well, you sound really mad. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, I'm chill, gang.
I mean, you don't really sound that chill. You're screaming, shut the fuck up, boy, just because I'm asking you a pretty clear question.
Dude, because you're black.
Take your time.
Dude, you want to know why I support Trump?
I mean, that's kind of the question that I
Because
asked.
he's taking care of Biden's mess that he caused.
Oh, so what's the mess that Biden caused?
The economic shit. Why do you think tariffs is a thing now? Because we went so in debt in Biden's term.
Wait. So just to clarify. So what is the economic mess that Biden caused?
Dude, so much shit. Inflation, all that shit.
So how did Biden
going
cause
up to
inflation?
like $5 a gallon, dude.
So how did
What do
Biden
you
cause
mean,
inflation,
boy?
So how did Biden cause inflation, boy?
Dude, how?
Dude. Yeah.
Because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He had fucking dementia.
So Biden's dementia caused inflation. I didn't know that dementia could be that powerful. So
he wasn't even controlled. It was literally Kamala.
Wait.
Controlling Biden as a little puppet, boy.
So if Biden wasn't actually doing anything because he had dementia, then he couldn't possibly cause inflation since he wasn't doing anything to cause it.
Well, more so.
Wow.
Biden as a puppet, Kamala controlling the strings of Biden.
Okay, so what did Kamala Harris do when she was controlling Biden's strings to cause inflation?
I don't know.
Oh, well then how do you know she did?
Good question.
Oh, wow, dude. Have you ever thought this deep? Have you ever thought this deep about anything ever? I don't know. I don't know, Jonathan.
I don't know, Dean.
Okay. We're going to move on to the next guest right now. We got Andy Hobbs loading up into the box. Oh my God. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. What's up, Andy? Do you support Trump?
Yep.
All right, Andy. Andy. I just out of curiosity, how old are you? I'm just curious.
59.
59. Andy, you really got to stop supporting Trump. He's terrible.
No, you got to learn. It's been like this forever.
Teach me. Listen.
You got to learn. You got to learn about Democrats and Republicans. It's been like this forever.
How about you teach me, my good sir? You're obviously the older one of. I'm only 21. You're almost 60. So you're much more educated, much more wise. I'm just a young buck. I don't know anything. Very unexperienced. Just go ahead and teach me, right? Why Trump is a good president.
He's trying to solve the economy's problems, where Biden never tried to solve anything. He just created a bad economy.
Okay, so once again, I'm young, unexperienced. Teach me how Biden created a bad economy.
So Biden closed down the Enron pipeline on day one.
Oh, okay. Well,
so gas didn't go up then, huh?
So I know that I'm like, the young, uneducated buck that is obviously not wise and unintelligent, but it's not called the Enron pipeline. It's called the Keystone.
Or Enron. I can't say it right now.
No. It's called the Keystone XL.
Yeah. Okay. So
Right.
he's shut that down on day one.
And then, once again, I hate to be that. I know I'm like that young and educated guy, and you're so old and wise. But when he shut that Keystone XL pipeline down, it also didn't cause an increase in gas prices due to the fact that the Keystone XL. It didn't, right? And once again, young and unwise, but I can give you an argument, right? It's because the Keystone XL pipeline was still under construction, meaning that it wasn't currently producing any oil, and because it currently wasn't like producing or transporting any oil, it had zero bearing nor no impact on the supply of oil. Therefore, when it was shut down, there's no decrease in supply of oil. Thereby, there's no increase in the equilibrium price with a consistent demand.
You could have got a drilling permit easily under Biden, huh?
Well, once again, hate to be that young and educated guy, right? But yes, the Biden-Harris administration did approve 50% more drilling permits on federal land compared to the Trump administration. And in fact, according to the EIA, which is the Energy Information Administration, we produced the most oil we ever had as a country, under the Biden-Harris administration. In fact,
then why prices go down under Trump?
Well, being that
Biden was so smart.
So being that young and educated guy I am, right, the reason why prices have gone down under Trump, right, is because of crashes in the future markets of oil, right? Like in July when the total market went down by 7%, a couple months after that went down by 14%. And the reason why the gas prices were higher under the Biden-Harris administration was because of a shortage of the global oil supply chain, because we were no longer buying oil from Russia and OPEC reduced their output by 10%. But once again, I'm just that young uneducated guy.
Right. You have no experience.
Right, exactly.
You have no experience.
Exactly, Andy.
You know?
Yeah, I know, I do.
No, you don't have experience.
Well, none. No, I'm saying like I do know that I have no, like I'm just a young and uneducated. Yeah.
You believe in global warming still, don't you?
Well, I mean, that's what 97% of climate scientists believe in. So I do too, of course, right? Because they're more experienced than us both in the subject matter. So we should listen to them.
Oh yeah, climate change has been around 100 years.
Well, it's been around a lot longer than 100 years, but
and then usually when you're young and uneducated, you believe in it and so forth.
Well, I mean, I hate to be that guy, but the climate scientists that are older than you and more educated than you also believe in it unanimously. So, hey.
No, I don't believe in climate change.
What is the shape of the Earth, Andy?
It's round.
Wow. How old is the Earth?
Huh?
How old is the Earth?
I don't know. I don't know. You're the scientist.
Well, no, I'm just that young, uneducated guy.
You read a lot of books, don't you?
Yeah. So how many branches of government are there, Andy?
3.
What are they called?
Judicial, legislative.
So I hate to be that young uneducated guy, but what's the third called?
You voted for Biden.
Well, I was too young.
Uneducated.
You're
uneducated.
I was too young to vote for Biden. I was too young to vote for Biden because I was underage.
Then you voted for Kamala. You're uneducated.
Yeah. So, but like,
you're uneducated.
So I hate to be that young uneducated guy, but like seriously, what? So I asked you what the names of the 3 branches of government were, and you only gave me 2.
It shows that you're uneducated. What was Kamala going to do? What was her proposal to fix the economy that Biden screwed up? What was her proposal?
Well, can you educate?
She had none.
Well, so she did have economic proposals such as cutting the taxes for 120 million Americans in the low and the middle class, or increasing the child tax credit to $6,000 for the first year of a child's life, $3,600 from the ages of 2 to 4, or $3,000 from the ages of 5 to 17, or limiting the amount that any American citizen could pay out of pocket for private pharmaceuticals to $2,000 per year,
and how's that going to get us out of debt? How's that going to get us out of debt?
Well, I hate to be that.
How are we going to pay for it?
So, being that young and educated guy, I do know how they'd pay for it. The total estimate from the CBO is that her economic policy would cost an estimated $2.4 trillion over the course of the next 10 years, according to the Treasury. According to the Treasury, her promoted and suggested increase in the corporate tax rate of 5% over the course of the next 10 years would raise $1.4 trillion. Then her granting more renegotiability to private pharmaceutical companies with Medicaid would raise us $500 trillion. So at the end of the day, it seems like her economic policy. Seems like her economic policy would actually be self-sufficient over the course of the next 10 years. Now, I actually have to ask you. Let me ask you a question here, Andy. Andy, just let me ask you a question, because the CBO and the CRBF, right, tell us that Donald Trump's economic policy, the big beautiful bill, is going to cost us $4.5 trillion over the course of the next 10 years. Because you're so much older and more educated and more wise with more life experience than I am, how is Trump intending to pay for that?
Tariffs.
Wait. But point number one, right? He's already removing the tariffs on beef, on coffee, on Argentina, on China. So it doesn't really seem like they're raising too much. And point number two, the estimated amount that the tariffs could raise from the most conservative institutes would only be like $2 trillion over the course of the next 10 years, still leaving us in the red by over $3 trillion.
Oh, so you would pay the tariffs then?
Well, I mean, we all pay the tariffs. American consumers do.
You wouldn't charge any tariffs, and then you would pay them, huh? That's how smart you are.
Well, what I said, Andy, is that you're not that smart of a guy, and you obviously are honestly a lot more dumb than you think you are. If you think that genuinely the money that we're raising off the tariffs would be able to fund would be able to fund close to $5 trillion over the course of the next 10 years. Not even the most conservative institutes say that.
How much was hers going to cost? How much was hers going to cost?
Well, Andy,
and where was she going to bring in money? Just charge the rich?
Well, Andy, if you're
your answer to everything is charge the rich?
Well, if you're the old educated guy you say you are, then you would have heard me when I told you
your
suggested
answer
it's
to
$2.4
everything
trillion.
is charge the people. Your answer to everything is charge the people that actually work, right?
Oh, okay. Well, point number one.
That's your answer to everything.
Well,
where are you going to generate money? Where are you going to generate money?
Okay, so we actually had more GDP growth under the Biden-Harris administration compared to now under Trump. So if you're concerned about generating money, you should have liked them. Point number two is it is an answer to.
Trump's been in there 8 months.
Oh yeah, and in the last 8 months, GDP growth has gone down.
Wait till Trump's done, and then we'll compare apples.
Wait till Trump's done absolutely destroying this country by taking healthcare away from 10 million low-income Americans, spending trillions of dollars to funding food stamps. And
he's not taking it away. He's not taking it away.
Oh, but I thought that you were educated.
You're a liar.
Oh,
you just lied.
So then you think that the Congressional Budget Office ran by Republicans are liars when they suggest that 10 million people will lose health coverage access under Medicaid in the course of the next 10 years. You're calling your own side liars, Andy.
Who's lying? Who's taking it away?
Well, according to you, the people that are lying are the Republicans that run the CBO.
Lost their health care? Has anybody lost their health care?
Oh, yeah. So people have already started to lose their health care since the big, beautiful bill signed into law. And we're expecting more to lose.
Who's lost their health care?
And we're expecting more individuals to lose
name
health
a person that's lost their health. Name a person that's lost their health care.
Like, give you a specific name?
Yeah, give me one name.
Okay, well, I mean,
somebody that's lost their health care, wise guy.
Yeah, so I mean, according to the people in chat, it looks like Reagan would be one. It looks like Tony Money would be another one. It looks like Terry Stone would be another one. Yeah, just another name. Miss Skellington would be one. So Roan would be another one. Dostito over on YouTube Super Chat would be one too. But by the way, so I know that your logic there was if I can't name them,
probably because they could work.
Okay, wait, I just want to
because they could work.
Just let me speak.
If you can't work, you didn't lose your health.
Hey, old guy, can you calm down?
You don't know shit. You don't know shit.
Well, I know that you don't know shit, and you're crashing out because you're getting schooled by somebody over less than half your age.
You're lying. You're lying to the people because you're indoctrinated with the Democrats.
Well, I mean,
and they screwed up the country.
What wasn't like the tinfoil hat supposed to stop that 5G indoctrination?
What is it? Biden can't even tie his fucking shoes, and you think he's the greatest guy ever?
I don't think that you could tie your shoes, with all due respect, sir.
Yeah, I can't. I can tie my shoes.
Oh, yo, Kelly, thank you for the $10 over on Venmo for the indoctrination. Thank you for the love, Kelly. And Hannah, thank you for the $25. She says, please keep buying foil for these tinfoil hats to cook in. Thank you for the love, Hannah and Kelly. Show some love to Hella and Getty down below. And then Claire with the $10. Thank you so much, Claire. Hey, Mr. Old Andy, can you please show some love to Kelly, Hannah, and Claire for the $10?
You paying taxes on those?
Well, yeah, of course. It's because it's the income generated from my job.
Right, because we're marking it down.
So can you thank them for their donations?
Thank you, and make them pay a bunch of taxes. Make them pay half of it.
Oh, okay. So thank you for thanking the donors. Also, Emily, thank you for the $15 on Venmo. Says love you. I love you too, Emily. Thank you so much. Stacy, thank you for the $2.
If you were given $10, you're going to pay $5 in taxes.
Well, I don't think that my effective tax rate is 50%.
Why not? Tax the rich. Come on. That's what you always say. Tax the rich. Because you're not rich. Tax the rich.
So point number one. I think even like the top 1%, their average effective tax rate is 28%.
Yeah. Don't you agree to mark it up to 50%?
Oh, so I think that we should mark it up to 90.
I think we ought to pay
95, 99,
50%.
How about we just mark it up to 100? Let's just take all their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark it up to 100. That's what you agree on, because that's your solution for everything.
Andy,
tax the rich.
You're insane,
Andy, here's the real reality. Would you rather taxes disproportionately be placed on lower and middle income individuals, or would you rather be placed on individuals in which are higher income?
The lower individuals don't pay any tax.
Here, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Number
real quick.
one.
I'll be right back. I gotta go use the restroom.
They actually do, Andy, when you impose tariffs, because everyone's a consumer. And if you pay higher consumer prices, then you're going to be then
You know
it's going to affect
nothing
you to a
about
greater
tariffs.
extent.
You know nothing about tariffs.
What do you mean I
That's
know
what's
nothing?
so stupid.
Wait, okay, so Andy,
every country,
Andy, what is a
every
tariff?
country charges its tariffs.
Andy,
don't get
what is a
charged
tariff?
tariffs.
Andy, what's a tariff?
A tariff's a tax on sold goods.
Not just sold goods; it's imported goods. Now, who pays that tax?
Goods. Imported goods.
Yeah, who pays the tax?
So the consumer.
Okay, so the American consumer. So if everyone's a consumer, that means if it increases the cost of consumer products, everyone's taxed. So lower and middle income individuals will be taxed because of this.
So let's say 10 years ago or more. Say 10 years ago or more. We buy a case of wine from France. They say you like our French wine, we're gonna tariff it. So they put on the tax on it.
Yeah, hey Andy, I have a degree in economics. I know what a tariff is.
When we send our wine over to France, they don't tariff it.
They do.
That's
they
the
do
difference.
tariff us in retaliation. So that's what happens.
They charge us more to put it on there. They've always charged us. We've never charged them.
Again, so you just said that it's paid by the consumer, meaning that if they place a tariff on us, their consumers pay it.
So everybody charges us, but we don't charge them. That's fair?
Again, listen, you just said that a tariff is paid by the consumer, meaning if they place a tariff on us, they're paying it, not us.
So if you go to Costco and you see a $20 bottle of wine, or you see a French wine is $20, or you see a $18 bottle of American wine, which one are you going to buy?
Honestly, if you're asking me, the French wine.
Right, because you're mentally you think French wine's better.
Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on where like the American wine is from. See, if it's like one moment, if it's like a Napa, okay, I'll take the American wine. If it's like a good like Silver Oak, although they never sell for $20, or like a Jacob, something from Napa, a nice cab, all right, good with like low levels of tannins.
So you buy the French
palate.
wine, you're going to pay the tariff.
Right.
You're going to pay the tariff.
Right.
So they've been putting tariffs on us forever, but we haven't put them on them. You think that's fair?
We didn't put them on them proportionally to what they put them on us. We universally placed tariffs on everyone.
Yeah, so
they didn't even have those same level of tariffs on us. Secondly, it's not even for negotiation or for bringing back domestic manufacturing, because if you actually want to look at Switzerland, for example, they decreased tariffs on Switzerland just because Donald Trump got a gift, a Rolex clock and a gold bar.
Let's play fair.
What? You cut out.
Let's play fair.
Hey, Andy, are you drunk?
Yep.
Andy, are you driving?
Nope.
Okay, I was just making sure. I was assuming you were a passenger. I just want to make sure. Can the person who's wait, Andy, stop real quick. Can the person who's driving say hi real quick?
We're not driving.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you're in a car, though.
You know what? What's amazing is how indoctrinated you are.
Okay, no, wait. Can you address this first? Andy, how many drinks are you in first?
I haven't been drinking.
What?
That's
you just said you
naturally. Did. That's how I am naturally.
Wait, okay. Wait, you just said that you were, though.
That's how I am naturally.
You're naturally drunk?
That doesn't make any
speak
sense.
Like this.
No,
I
no,
speak like this.
No. But you just said you were drunk.
I asked you if you were drunk.
I
and you said
speak
yeah.
like this naturally.
No. I literally asked you if you were drunk, and you responded by saying, "Yup."
I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing, you know, Biden could take a shit on stage and you'd think it's perfectly normal because you're so
I mean, Trump's literally sharded on stage, if you actually want to talk about that. Like, I'm not joking. He's actually sharded on stage.
And Biden wears Depends all the time, doesn't he? Because he shits his pants. And
I mean, well, Trump actually did. We literally have video of Trump doing that. You don't have that.
Andy, you are so indoctrinated. Donald Trump could call for the execution of the Democrats, and you'd keep supporting him.
Oh yeah, because I hate Democrats.
What?
Wait, Andy.
Spend everybody's money but yours.
Wait, I have a question, Andy. Do you think that Dean and I should be executed?
No.
Okay, so then why would you say that you'd be okay with other Democrats being executed?
I'd be okay if somebody else did it. Because you guys have no you have no idea.
Andy, stop. You did not just say that.
Andy, I just want to make it clear. Are you saying that
you have no idea?
Hey, Andy, I just want to make it clear. Are you saying that you'd be okay if somebody else executed me?
I wouldn't be okay if you didn't do anything wrong. That's the thing. I wouldn't.
Yeah, we didn't do anything wrong. Of course not. So explain to me. You just said that you'd be okay if other people did it.
Get on this TikTok.
That's
ruin all the stuff on TikTok. You guys talk about shit. You lie half the time.
No, wait. Name one lie.
Huh?
Name one lie.
Tell me what Trump's doing wrong right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I can, but like, can you tell us one lie?
No, tell me what he's doing wrong right now.
But before you do, Andy, tell us one lie.
Right now. What he's doing wrong right now.
Andy, I'll tell you. Tell us one lie.
Huh?
Tell us one lie we've ever engaged in.
I can't think of one right now, but what he's doing wrong right now.
I'll tell you. He called for the execution of some Democrats because they said to not follow unlawful orders.
It would be all over TV if he said that. Bullshit.
It is.
That's a lie right there.
The United States
It'd be all over TV. I haven't heard of that.
Andy, it is.
More specifically, the heading of any
over
Democrat
CNN
urging our
or
military
MSNBC?
to ignore any unlawful.
Take a look at the phone screen, buddy.
Them by him. I can't believe that this is a real video. I never thought I would be reporting this headline in my life. And just to clarify, you heard me right. If you want members of our military to honor their oath and uphold the Constitution, then Donald Trump wants you dead. So here's everything that you need to know. Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social. He responded to a post published by the Washington Examiner titled, "Democratic Veterans in Congress Urge Service Members to Refuse Wait, I'm sorry. I could hear road noises. I think Andy's drunk driving. I'm going to kick him. I'm sorry. I know that he told us he wasn't.
Yeah, definitely be safe on that. I know
that he told us he wasn't. I don't trust it. Like, especially right there when he wasn't talking, like I could hear like the rumble strips on the side of the road.
I mean, I thought maybe it could be that he was just sitting in a car on the side of the street, but I don't know. I assumed when I first came in that like you had already checked that, to be honest, because like there's plenty of times in the chat where like people are spamming, oh, they're driving, but I've already clarified with the guest that they're like a passenger. So
yeah, I think that there was like a high probability that he was drunk driving that whole time.
That's actually nuts. That's actually fucking crazy. I'm gonna go get some food right now, but I'll be back here in a bit. That's actually fucking nuts.
All right. See you soon, Parker.
See you soon.
Hello. Hey, how's it going from Arizona?
What's up, Golf Daddy? What a name. Do you support Trump?
No, absolutely not. I just came on here to say thank you, and I appreciate it.
You're awesome, man. I hear a turn signal in your background as well, so I'm going to have to remove you. But listen, I appreciate you for that love, Frank. You're so cool. Huge shout out to you down below in that chat. While we're looking for the next guest, guys, only up inside of that queue. If you are an American adult that supports Trump as president, please. We got that next guest, Kendall, loading up into the live stream right now. Kendall left. I was going to say Kendall had CU26 in her bio, so it would have been crazy if she was a Trump supporter. Yeah, the camera's freaking out. I don't know. I need to get a new lens. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, bro. I support Trump.
What is that profile picture?
That's Parker after taking a blue pill.
He took the blue pill?
He took the blue pill.
Okay. Hey, Mark, thank you for the $10 over on YouTube Super Chat. Just reaffirming what we already said, that guy was likely drunk driving. Yeah, we got him off. We got him off. Also, John, thank you for the $10 over on PayPal. I appreciate you for that love, John. Please. DNC money? No, it's from John.
That's what your name says.
Oh, my name says DNC Dean. Yeah.
So DNC money.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh.
Wait, everybody in the chat saying this guy talked to Parker yesterday and Johnny earlier. Did you talk to Parker?
Yeah, Parker.
Did you talk to Parker and Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually, Johnny was like going on a rant about, me being like, I don't know, like not Christian, I guess.
Let's see. If do you think if I were to give free food to 500 people that need it, that would be bad?
If they don't need it, yes, that would be bad.
Oh, okay, so that's definitely anti-Christian, considering the fact that's what Jesus did at the Sermon on the Mount.
But I mean, like, it's like
so it sounds like Johnny had a point there.
But it's like billionaires, right?
Johnny had a point there.
But do you think billionaires have too much money and that they should donate a little bit to, people in Africa?
Bro, what are your reposts?
Wait, I don't even know my reposts. What are they?
Why are you like reposting like children?
Are you talking about snow bunnies? I'm 19.
What?
I'm reposting girls on my age. Come on now. Dean, don't act like that. Come on. Oh, that's my brother then, that he'd be reposting that. Because my brother uses my TikTok.
How old is your brother?
He's like 5.5.
I mean, let's look at one of your other reposts here.
Yeah, look at that. You see, come on. Do you think I'm watching? Yeah, okay. You see, Dean? Like, come on. I mean, come on. I don't be watching that. Yeah. You think I'm gonna watch Peekaboo at 19? Yo, take that off my screen.
I believe him.
Come on now.
I actually believe him.
It's true.
That is. I think he. I legitimately think he's telling the truth. Let's watch through some more of it.
Oh my God! I don't watch that, bro. Dean, get that off my screen right now.
I think he's telling the truth. Wait, let's watch a couple more.
Are you? Those are not my reposts. No, they can't be. What? That's not.
Okay. Wow. No, I believe you. I actually do believe you. Is there any other ones in here? Let's take one last look here.
No, actually, get the older ones, like the old other reposts. Bro, come on, Dean. Get that off my screen right now. How old is that repost? Check, because I don't watch that at all. That hurts my head.
Square.
Take that off my screen. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna get.
Wow.
Triangle.
I'm gonna do a background check on you, alright, Dean? Get that off my screen, brother.
Oh my God, dude! Listen.
You're stalking me right now. You're stalking me. You know that's illegal.
If you, I'm looking at your reposts. They're public. Listen. Okay, if you need help learning your shapes, we could do that. I thought that this was.
You see, not every Republican is dumb as all your liberals. Okay.
I mean, you have a repost just to help you learn your shapes, buddy. I mean,
that's my brother. He's smart. I mean, he's doing it at 5.
This is your account, my friend. I don't know.
We share it because sometimes he.
No, I think this is your account. I think that you saw.
Actually,
listen. Listen to me. I think that you saw a video going over the names of the different shapes, and you're like, wow. This is a really easy way to remember them because I have a really hard time remembering my shapes.
Tell me one person
just listen to me. Listen to me. So therefore, okay, once you saw the video, you're like, wow, this is a really good way to remember my shapes. You made sure to repost it, right? So everyone else also had access to this really nice way to remember their shapes, right? And you're just too embarrassed to admit it. So defensive.
Dean, can you admit that you? I'm not gonna say it because I actually respect you, and but yeah.
Shut up! I saw you on Johnny's live earlier. You were saying that I'm paid by the DNC.
And Parker is paid by the DNC. I saw you guys at the White House. You guys were taking.
I was at the White House.
Even though you guys can't mog, you guys were mogging in the White House, which it didn't look good, to be honest. The only good picture you took was in front of the White House, which I feel like that had aura, but like the other ones, you should delete them.
Okay, wait. I just want to clarify real quick. I just want to see that the learning program is going all right. Sure.
Okay, you know, I didn't know my account was public.
Do you mind if I just ask you?
Yeah.
What shape is that?
Oh my god, that's a rectangle. That's a circle. Duh.
Good job! Good job! I'm so proud of you. Good shit.
Let me ask you something.
Let's go, dude. I'm
what
so
shape is your
proud
head?
of this. I'm so
shape
proud
is your
of this
head?
motherfucker.
What shape is your head?
I don't know, but whatever shape it is, it looks pretty good.
How many acute angles do you have in your head, huh?
Spell acute.
ACUTE. Come on.
Good job! Good job!
Tell me, can you respond?
Good job, buddy. Can I give you a gold star?
Come on, let's debate. That's what I came in here for.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and tell us why you support Trump. I'm done.
I support Trump because of national security, and he's taking care of our children, and he's taking really good care about the border and immigration. So
how's he taking care of our children?
Because I've heard on CNN there was a poll that says that there has been around 60,000 kids that have been found after they got kidnapped after we deported immigrants. So I guess they're committing less crimes and stuff. So
that doesn't make any sense at all. So the violent crime rate of undocumented immigrants is around 1%. So far, according to the White House, they've deported 2 million undocumented immigrants. 1% of 2 million is let's see here. I'm not going to do that.
1% of 2 million is
Oh yeah, what is it?
Is 0.2%.
1% of 2 million wouldn't be a percent; it'd be a number. Particularly, this number would be 20,000.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. So now that we understand that. So basically, right, out of like well, okay, never mind. I take back my logic because what I was about to say is that considering the fact
your logic
that 1%,
is DNC.
Well, one moment. Considering the fact that 1% of undocumented immigrants commit violent crimes in this country, right, we would expect maybe around 20,000 violent crimes to be committed by the 2 million undocumented immigrants that the Trump administration has already deported, right? And considering the fact that you just said that they were able to save like 60,000 kidnapped children, when that's only like one violent crime out of plethora, would seem like a little bit insane and out of whack considering the calculus that we just did. However, out of the undocumented immigrants deported, I'd assume a higher portion of them are guilty of violent crimes compared to undocumented immigrants as a whole. But I will ask you for your source. Please give me any evidence to demonstrate that in the deportations carried out by the Trump administration in the last 10 months, that they've been able to save 60,000 kids from being kidnapped.
My source, I can't find it right now, but that's what I told you I heard, but I wasn't sure about. But I mean, there have been kids found.
Wait, no. I think I'm going to need your source,
in Mexico,
buddy.
what the hell was Kamala and Biden thinking about it? Like, come on.
The Remain in Mexico policy was dog shit. But before we move on to that, let's just talk about the evidence for your claim.
You just call it Biden dog shit?
No, I called the Remain in Mexico policy dog shit.
It's actually a good idea because why would you want people in this country?
We'll talk about the Remain in Mexico policy after you give your evidence for your last claim, or you concede that it was false.
I would say my claim was false because I don't have proof as of now. But
thanks for the concession, little bro. Let me thank a couple people here. Thank you for the $100.
Donations.
What?
I said fake donations.
There's no way that this donation could possibly be fake, considering the fact that it's a YouTube super chat that you could literally see
YouTube super
publicly
chat
available through your phone.
PayPal or Venmo.
Well, how do you know that they're? Wait, 1 second. Let me just thank Stormy. Stormy, thank you so much for the $100 over on YouTube super chat. Seriously, Stormy, thank you so fucking much. That is so incredibly kind of you. That is so much money. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate your generosity. If you're watching right now, show some love to Stormy down below in that comment section for the $100 fucking dollars. Thank you so much. Stormy with $100 says, dude, your humor is contagious. Well, I appreciate that you enjoyed that stream. And then Marie, thank you for the $20 over on super chat, who says, so drunk driving a tinfoil hat and now we're learning our shape. How many cute angles does Dean have on his head? Honestly, best live in a while. Yeah, shit's fucking crazy today. But Marie, thank you for the $20. Show some love to Marie and Stormy down below in that comment section for the $100 super chat and the $20 super chat. And you said that my donations on Venmo and PayPal are fake?
Yeah, because we can't see them, so no proof.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't really say I don't say thank you to the donors to prove that they donated to you. I say thank you to the donors because they know they donated, and I want to appreciate them. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. John just donated $10 on PayPal, and I'm like, thank you, John. Show some love to. What?
I said brokey.
What's broke about that?
$10. Come on now. They don't got deep pockets like us, Maga supporters. Oh my god.
So how do you know just because John donated $10 that he only has $10?
Because that's all that he could donate. I mean, he could
Wait. So that doesn't even mean that's all he could donate. That's all he wanted to donate, which is two very different claims.
So if that's all he wanted to donate,
so how much have you donated to me so far today?
I donated to the Trump campaign.
You gotta know. Thank you for the galaxy. No, me.
I donated to you $0 because I don't want to.
Oh, broke. So broke. You couldn't even donate a single penny. Therefore, you're broke.
Buddy, you're a billionaire for these.
Mia, thank you for the $5 over on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. Matt, thank you for the 2. And Nico, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, the fake donation. One moment. Amanda, thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal. Saying here's $10, quote unquote, as a fake donation. Keep toasting them. Love watching you. Thank you so much, Amanda. Also, show some love to Shannon down below in that comment section for the $5 saying fake DNC donation for a real moment.
For the rich MAGA people.
Thank you guys so much for the love. One moment. Show some love to all of our donors. I really appreciate you guys so much for your kindness. Thank you. Thank you.
Why are you mocking Trump?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cara, thank you for the $20 over on PayPal. That is CARA. I want to see 200 Cara W's down below in that comment section who says, here's another fake donation, Dean. I appreciate that, Cara. Can you thank Cara for the $20?
Cara, how do I know you're not DNC?
Why do you... What?
How do I know that she's not DNC? How do I know that she doesn't work for DNC?
How do you know that she does?
Doesn't.
No, I said, how do you know that she does?
I mean, that would just...
Kelly, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. Who says he called himself rich,
but I hear... Thank you for the 25 roses.
Thank you so much for the $10, Kelly. So,
I have a question. Why don't you ever thank the real people that donate to you, like Amy, Nancy?
Are you talking about like the 27 roses that Amy sent?
Are you not grateful for 27 cents?
Well, I'm just looking at them on my phone screener now. I'm very appreciative for them.
You sell your soul?
No, I didn't sell my soul.
Oh, because I mean that's not very appreciative. Like 35 roses, that's a lot of money. But.
Didn't you just call John broke for donating $10?
I mean, because that's the NC. They should be able to donate way more money. Because I can't see that.
Is this like a troll?
I'm not trolling, bro.
This is like incoherent rambling. It's kind of annoying.
I want to debate
Victoria, thank you for the $30 on Venmo. Thank you for the $30 on Venmo, Victoria. Victoria with the $30 says, "Hey Dean, here's my entire net worth because I'm so broke." Thank you for the $30, Victoria. Show some love to Brokey Victoria down below in that comment section. Go ahead.
So let's.
Alana, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. Says money straight from the offshore DNC account. Thank you for the $20, Alana. Go ahead.
You're like John.
Nikki, thank you for the $20 over on Venmo. Thank you, Nikki. Who says, here's some fake money. This kid probably lives in his parents' basement. Probably.
If you say that one more time.
David, thank you for the $5. Megan, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much for the love, Megan. I really appreciate you so much for the love. Can you shut up while I'm thanking my donors? Thank you so much, Kayla, for the $2. Megan with another $10 saying from the DNC. Go ahead.
JD.
Vanessa, thank you for the $25 over on Venmo. Shut up while I'm thanking my donors, buddy. Shit the hell down. Vanessa with the $25 says, bro doesn't even know him, saying that our donations are fake makes us more likely to donate. I appreciate you for the $25, Victoria. Cynthia, thank you for the $15 over on Venmo from the DNC, saying I'm not broke, but it is holidays. Yeah, it just, no one, like, thank you for the $15, Cynthia. Then Gerald, thank you for the $10 who said I had to because I'm broke. Thank you for your brokenness, Gerald. Thank you so much. Linnea with a $5 saying more in DNC money for you. Thank you so much. And Ricardo, thank you so much for the $20 over on PayPal. Thank you so much, Ricardo. And Narissa, thank you for the $50 over on YouTube Super Chat. Holy chat, shut up, buddy. Thank you. No, it's an investment stream. They're investing in the business. No, they're investing. They're investing in the business. They're investing in the business. Seriously, but no, seriously. Narcissa, thank you so much for the $50 on Super Chat. That is so incredibly kind of you. I want to see 500 Narcissa W's down below for the $50.
Maybe you can
and then
look
Virginia,
max now.
shut up, buddy. Thank you for the 27 Canadian dollars over on Super Chat, who says, this is fake money. Appreciate you for the fake money, Virginia. Show some love to Narcissa. Show some love to Virginia. Thank you guys so much for all the fake money. I'd also like to thank Sophia for the $10 on Venmo for the fake money. John with the $5 for the fake money. Lee, thank you for the $20 over on Venmo for the business investment. Let's fucking go, Lee. Show some love to Lee for the $20 business investment down below in that chat.
Show me proof, because I don't believe all these.
Ducky, thank you for the $10 over on Venmo for the business investment. And Marissa, thank you for the $10 saying first time donor because this guy's annoyed. And then Maria, thank you for the $5 saying I'm gonna fake Nancy donation. Thank you guys for the love. Oh wait, so you went from saying that they're broke to saying that they support me so much I'm like Mr. Beast. Got it.
No, you're like Mr. Beast. You know what he did for Team Water? He went on a live stream and just thank you for $5, thank you for $10, thank you for 20. Come on, bro. You're here to debate, not to thank your fans your fake fans.
So Piss Boy seems very angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just mad that
Jordan,
you
thank you for the $10 for the fake money. I appreciate that, Jordan. So what am I accepting defeat on?
Me beating you on a debate.
Okay, what is one point that you beat me on so far? I thought that like the only point that we've gone over.
Remain in Mexico. You said.
I thought that the only point that we've gone over so far is like the point that you conceded on when you attempted to argue that like the Trump administration has saved like 60,000 kids who were victims of kidnapping. That I press you for your source, and then you conceded the claim and said that it was false. Right. Additionally, on top of that, also, did you just say I'm not angry? I'm just mad.
No, I never said that.
Isn't being mad being angry?
No, like angry is like showing anger to someone, and mad is just I'm mad at like. Your fans, I guess, because they donate to Brainwash.
Okay, so you're mad at them for donating to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like a personal issue rooted within jealousy.
I'm not jealous about you, Dean. Do you think I want to look like you? I look Max. You don't look Max. How about you debate Clavicular?
I mogged the shit out of you, my friend.
Why are you running from... Bro, let me see your biceps.
Really?
How much can you rep?
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like... It's just what kind of a weird way to ask, but I mean...
Do you... Wait, before
since you asked, I mean, sure.
Do you take steroids?
So
those are steroids on, brother. I can see the whole...
So we went from saying...
The air.
So I just want to clarify. We went from saying that Dean is so scrawny and small to Dean must be on steroids because of how good he looks.
You don't... People that take steroids are not good looking.
Oh wait, people that take steroids. Wait, so people that take steroids. Wait. So people that take steroids are not good looking. Yet you told me that clavicular mogs me, even though he admits to taking steroids. So under your view, clavicular.
He doesn't admit to taking steroids. He admits to taking drugs.
So yeah, no, he admits to taking tests. He does. Obviously, you haven't watched enough clavicular.
Oh, so you're a fanboy? Clip that shit. That's a clavicular.
So I'm not a fanboy of clavicular, but I see his clips because I follow like alt-right media to stay up in the loop with what the hell these incels are saying today. All right, like it's usually a mix of I hate women, they're all horrors, and I take steroids. Like that's kind of like alt-right media in a nutshell.
You know, I watched you, and all you do is mute people that like defeat you. When you accept defeat, you start muting people, and you start screaming.
Wait, Heather, thank you for the $20 over on PayPal. Said keep it up, we can't quit now. Thank you for the $20, Heather. Please show some love to Heather down below in the chat for the $20. Louisa, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you, Louisa, who says, hey, Dean, here's some fake money. Thank you so much, Louisa. Show some love to Heather and Louisa down below in that chat. Oh my God, you know what, Will? Shannon, thank you for the 78. Shut up. Thank you for the $78 over on PayPal. Shut up, buddy, while I'm thanking my donors. Know your goddamn place, fool. Shannon with a $78 $78. That is insane. Thank you so much for the love. Shannon says, here's for thanking us fans. Well, thank you so much for the $78. That is fucking nuts. Show some love to Shannon down below in that chat for the $78, as well as Randy. Thank you for the $20 who didn't leave a message. Only love. Thank you so much, Randy. And Fit Dad CEO, thank you so much for the $100 super chat over on YouTube. Oh my God, dude. Fit Dad CEO with $100 says, here's more broke money for pretty Dean with tiny arms. Dude loves you, Dean. I know, he's obsessed, man. Thank you for the $100. Jesus Christ, Fit Dad CEO.
You know what? I'm not even a fan of you. What do you mean I'm obsessed with you?
To show some love to Fit Dad CEO down below in that comment section right now for the $100. That is seriously
Where's
so
Maga?
insane.
I don't see them.
I really appreciate you so much, Fit Dad CEO. And then Sonia with the $5 for the DNC dollars. Cambry with a $5. Also, shout out to your girlfriend. Happy birthday, Chrislyn. Caitlin, thank you for the $10. I appreciate you for that love. Olivia with a 2. Stacy with a 5. Sally with a 5. And Jared with a 10. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And Alicia with a $10 just to piss him off. And Haley with a 5. I'd also like to thank Soul, that is SOL, for the $20 over on PayPal, who says, trans guy back to give you fake money. Thank you for being my background noise while I do Redstone and Minecraft.
That's brain rot right
Shout out. So what are your thoughts? You just said that it's brain rot?
Yes.
How so?
That's a blue pill.
So I was being trans brain rot?
Yes.
How so?
Because when you're born, are you either a man or you're a woman, right? Girl or boy.
So you're saying that, like, in order to be a man, you need a penis. So if you call yourself a man without a penis, that's brain rot.
You see your psychology.
So earlier you said that you're a Christian. God the Father is a man. Does God the Father have a penis? No, he doesn't, because he's immaterial. Therefore, you think that God the Father is like brain rot?
Bro, do you have proof? Where's your proof? Do you have pictures?
Yeah.
Are you his wife?
So my proof that God the Father doesn't have a penis is because God the Father by nature is immaterial. He existed before material creation.
So that's your proof. That's your personal opinion, okay? Because I feel like God is with me right now. He's with me. I don't see him, but he's with me.
Okay,
and I know that he has
Wait.
one.
So if God the Father is with you right now, then God the Father is not material.
No, he's not material, because I actually have, things.
Right, so you just said that he's not material, right? Our penis is material.
Yeah, they are immaterial.
Okay, so therefore, because God's immaterial and penises are material, God doesn't have a penis. Therefore, God's a man without a penis. Therefore,
God, bro.
In accordance with your view, God is brain rot.
Can you just accept that there's only man and woman in the world? Like when you're born.
I mean, can you accept that, like, you just contradicted your own logic by suggesting that God the Father is a man, right? When it comes to trans people, apparently gender identities is not a social construct, but rather a biological reality. But then when it comes to God, gender is not biological reality, but rather a social contract. I'm not losing. I'm muting you because you're interrupting me. But when it comes to God the Father, gender identity is not a biological reality, but rather a social construct. Sorry. So what's your response to that?
Wait, bro, because you're annoying as hell.
The only person annoying here is you, little bro. Pipe down. Know your place, sub 5.
Listen, Dean, I think you're brain rot because you think it's fine if man play on women's sports, which is brain rot.
Okay. Well, I mean, you think it's fine for a man to unconsensually barge into a woman's dressing room and sexually exploit them while they're naked. So I don't know if you have any place to talk, but once again, I already dunked on you as it relates to what you think a man is or what you think a woman is, because you accept the notion that it's a social construct when it relates to God, but you reject said notion as it relates to trans individuals. We're going to move on. What's up, do you sport Trump? Jennifer is not here, so we're going to move on. You do take care, Jennifer. We got Andrew loading up into the box right now. What's up, Andrew? Do you sport Trump? Andrew, quite frankly, are you here? Are you with us, Andrew? Nope, Andrew's not with us either. Moving on to the next guest, Tyler. Yo, Slice, thank you so much for the $20 super chat over on YouTube. It says, quite frankly, take this investment. Slice, thank you for the investment. Everybody watching, show some love to Slice for the meaty, awesome investment down below in that chat. Thank you so very, very much. The Narcissa, thank you for the $20 as well. Who says he wants you to take off your top? Thank you for the love, Narcissa. What's going on, Tyler? You support Trump?
Yes.
Age?
18.
Don't believe you.
19.
Not even for a second. I don't even believe you. Not even for a very small second. You, sir, are 14. You, sir, are a small baby. Very small child. Very small child. Hello, TZ. Do you sport Trump?
Mostly, yes.
Okay. Poppy, do you support Trump? DJ Anxiety, do you support Trump? No, looks like it's just you, Teasy. So how old are you?
I am 19.
And what year were you born in?
Yeah, you caught me getting up 69, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, well, I appreciate you for your honesty. Now, you take care, sir. We're going to move on to the next guest right now. Okay. Yeah, a couple people I'd like to thank, too. Thank you, Misty, for the $1 on PayPal. Genevieve, thank you for the $15 on PayPal. He says, here's some fake money for your quote-unquote steroids. Appreciate you for that love, Genevieve. Let's get 150 W's for Genevieve down below. Seriously, thank you. And then Kai, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal for the fake money. Over on Venmo, Noel, thank you for the $7.77, saying that you 360 no-scope MAGA scrubs daily. Thank you. Let's fucking go, Noel. All right? We're just destroying bot lobbies, quite frankly. Andrew, thank you so much for the $10 over on Venmo. I appreciate you for that love, Andrew. And Cindy with the $10 as well. And Karen with the $10. Thank you, Andrew, Cindy, and Karen for the $10. You guys are quite frankly so awesome. What is up? Do you support Trump? Nope, Lydia does not, because Lydia turned around and she left. Moving on to the next guest right now, guys. Only hop inside of that queue if you happen to be an American adult that still somehow supports Donald J. Trump as president. This guy's name is Dean's biggest hater.
Dean, it's me, Anthony. Unblock me on my main.
Blocked, Anthony. You don't get to get unblocked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anthony. You don't get to get unblocked. You broke the rules. You broke them cleanly. Okay, this is law and order right here. You will not be unblocked, Anthony. Welcome into You Sports Trump. Sing it. Do it.
We are Charlie.
No, come on. Get that Kirk out. Come on, one last try.
We are Charlie.
You got to hit the Kirk. Come on, one last. We believe in you.
We are Charlie Kirk.
Actually, pretty impressive. All right, we're gonna move on to the next guest. They hit it. They hit it. Actually, wow. Yo, baby, thank you so much for all the motorcycles over on TikTok. I appreciate you for that. Thank you for like the 3 or 4 motorcycles. You were awesome. I'm not gonna lie. They actually hit it. They actually hit the right note. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Good for them. Good for them. Thank you so much for all the love, you guys. By the way, yeah, if you're watching and you want to support me, if you want to support what we do here, because it's obviously so totally serious all the time, just political debates. You can find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio on TikTok at the top of that phone screen and in the pinned comment over on YouTube. Thank you so much for like all the fucking motorcycles, though, baby. That is insane. Seriously, thank you so much. As well as, let's see here. Anna, thank you for the $10 on PayPal, saying here's more fake money for your steroids. Let's go, Anna. John, thank you for the $10. And Mary with the 5. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, John. And thank you, Anna. Show some love to Mary, John, and Anna down low in that comment section. Appreciate you guys. What's up? Do you support Trump? No, they're not here. We're still looking for a Trump supporter. Though we can't find any. Leave that queue if you are not a Trump supporter. By the way, guys, I got to go here in around 30, 40 minutes. I got to hop off. Thank you for the Galaxy. That's very kind of you. 30, 40 minutes. I got to hop off. I have a Friendsgiving. Everybody. I have a Friendsgiving. What should I... So, me and my girlfriend are going to bring some... let's see here. Green bean casserole. Then I was also thinking about maybe picking up like a couple bottles of wine. That'd be nice. Hey, Candy, I appreciate you for that $1 on PayPal. Thank you so much. Would that be nice? A couple bottles of a nice wine or something like that? That'd be good. Yeah. Okay. Anthony, I'm going to go to remove you just because you got that mic on mute, guys. We're going to go to get that next guest loaded up into the box. Some of that French roll. Yeah. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, support Trump.
How old are you?
29.
Could you disconnect me from any Bluetooth device that you have connected to your phone?
Probably not. I'm in the car. If you want to skip me, you can.
Are you driving?
No, parked.
Oh, yeah. So just turn the Bluetooth on your phone off on your phone. It'll disconnect it from the car.
All right, you got me?
Yeah, I do. Much better. Okay. Just kidding. You still haven't disconnected your Bluetooth. I'm just gonna give it up, Johnny. You take care.
Oh wait, maybe.
Wait, fuck! I dropped them, Johnny. I'm down to continue to try if you want. I just heard you say that if you want to drop me, it's fine. So if you want to hop back in that queue to continue to try to figure it out, I'm down. I'm down to talk to you. Right? Not many Trump supporters here. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Yup.
How old are you, Dave?
18. 19 now.
Oh, what year are you born in?
2006.
Hey, you got to stop supporting this idiot. Okay? He's a tyrant. He's a fascist. He's a predator. What's there to like about him?
Everything. I love everything he does.
Are you trolling?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yes, he is. He's not a MAGA like me, bro.
Oh, so Diego, you're the true MAGA?
Yes, bro.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yo, Dean, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, you don't remember me, bro?
No.
Box me, bro. You owe me a boxing match, bro. You're a bitch, bro. Oh my god, bro. Yo, who's that sexy guy, bro? Why are you showing everyone my... What, bro? I look tough on that, bro. Dean, bro, fight me, bro.
Wait 1 second.
Fight me, bro.
1 second, Diego. Just calm down.
No, fight me.
So this is who I need to box? This guy? Me.
Bro, that video's from 3 years ago, bro.
That guy right there, that's who I need to box?
Dude, that video's from 2023.
I don't know if you'd hold up too well against me, my friend.
Dude, you're like 5'4", bro.
I'm not 5'4".
I'll still beat your ass.
I'm 5'9".
Yes, you are, bro. Bro, I'm 6'1", bro. You're small.
Yeah, guess what? Those 3 inches aren't going to do much, buddy.
Dude, you're like,
if you think that those 3 inches would do much with no training, you've never boxed anybody in your life.
You're like 130 pounds, bro. You're getting fucked.
130 pounds?
Yes, bro.
Want to compare physiques?
Yes, bro.
Okay, bring yours up.
For it?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm at work right now, bro.
Come
what
on.
you talking about?
Oh, but I thought that you said that you want to compare physiques. Let's see who's better built.
I can, but you want to take my shirt off like here? Like,
Whoa, no,
I
don't want you to take your shirt off in the break room. I just, let's see that bicep circumference. Let's see if we have a real threat here. And by the way, you said that you're in the break room. I don't think that you have a job, little bro.
What you mean? I do have a job, bro.
I don't know. Like,
I'm actually employed, unlike you, bro.
What were you about to say?
I'm employed, unlike you.
I don't have a job?
Yeah.
Diego, you're at my job right now.
Dude, this job is shit, bro.
You're saying, okay, so now you're affirming that I do have a job. So thank you so much for conceding your last claim.
Nah, bro. Dude, I make more money than you, bro. Let's go band for band right now, bro. Damn, bro. Wait, why you want to see my physique so bad anyways? That's kind of weird, bro. You want to see my biceps, huh?
What do you said band for band?
Yes, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't do that.
Why are you scared, bro?
I guess I'm not that kind of guy, you know. I'm not about that.
Bro.
Yo, Nicole, thank you so much for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat. I really appreciate you so much for the love, Nicole. Thank you so much.
Why are you
and then Nicole with another $10. Thank you so much for the $30. That is very, very kind of you. Marissa, thank you for the $5 over on Venmo. And John with the 10. Thank you guys so much for the love. I really appreciate you guys so much for the $30. Please show some love to Nicole down below. So out of curiosity, what do you do for work?
Me?
Paul, thank you for the $10 over on PayPal saying that Diego really cares about those 3 inches. I appreciate you for the love, Diego. Yeah, I mean, 3 inches is a lot, right? Right, Diego?
Yeah, facts, bro.
Right. So what do you do for work out of curiosity?
I work like a big company, bro.
So what do you do for work?
Dude, I serve people.
You serve people?
Yeah.
Okay, and you seem...
It's a private company. I can't really like discuss it, you know. I make like a lot of money.
And you want to go band for band with some stranger on the internet?
Stranger? I thought you're famous, bro.
Well, it doesn't mean I'm not a stranger to you. Kylie Jenner's a stranger to me, and also I don't think I'm famous.
Bro, you have like 1 million fucking followers, bro.
10 million. All platforms added.
Okay, then yeah, you're about.
Just said it. Well, I appreciate you for talking me up, little bro.
Why are you trying to be humble, bro?
Thanks for talking me up, little bro. Appreciate it.
Bro, you're like, bro. Charlie Kirk made you, bro.
Yo, IKE boy, thank you so much for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat. Appreciate you for that love, IKE boy. Appreciate you so much for the $20. Addy, thank you so much for the $25 over on PayPal. Who says, as Anthony's lawyer, he apologizes for breaking the rules and won't do it again. All the love, Dean. I appreciate you so much for the $25, Addy. Can you thank Addy for the $25?
Thank you, Addy, bro.
Good boy.
I wish. Hey, bro, but don't be calling me that, bro.
No, you're a good boy. You listen to me.
Yo, why are you calling me a good boy, bro?
Because you did what I told you to do.
Yeah, but don't be calling me a good boy, bro. Fuck it wrong with you, bro.
So how about this? So, I mean, you've been up here a couple times before. You always just want to fight. How about you just try to provide a reason why you think Trump's a good president?
Okay, I have my reason. So Trump is a good president because he told kids to not smoke, unlike you. You're like smoking like in front of the camera because you're a fiend, you know? And Trump is like, do not smoke or drink beer, unlike you, you know?
Okay. So he also told kids not to eat when he refused to abide by a court order to pay out emergency expenditure on food stamps for 42 million American children and 42 million Americans and including 16 million American children for 12 days during the government shutdown in the start of November. So I think that kind of cancels it out.
Yeah, but wait, actually, no joke. I'm not a Trump supporter, bro. Before I get harassed in my comments, bro. I just want to fight you, bro.
Why do you want to fight me so much, Diego?
Dude, like, because like I just want to.
Brittany, thank you for the $25 over on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love, Brittany. Saying I'm so glad my Thanksgiving will be peaceful this year because you've changed my brother's mind. That's awesome. Show some up to Brittany down below. That's so cool that your brother's mind has been changed. Kimberly, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. Paul, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Shelby with a $5 saying bro. Sandra with a $1 saying bro. And Sasha with a $1. I appreciate you guys so much for the love. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and kick you since you're not a Trump supporter. Is that okay?
No.
Little bro?
Wait. You got this too?
Yeah. Take care, little bro. We're going to move on to the next guest. Honestly, so that's the first time we've ever had Diego up when he's shared more with us than just the idea that he wants to wrestle, to fight. Yeah, first time for that. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Hi, Dean. Mostly, I would say.
Mostly? Well, that's an interesting claim. What do you mean?
He is a very flawed person. I would not say he's a great president by any means.
Judah, I'm sorry, man. I will happily talk to you next. I did tell Johnny that if he rejoined the queue that I would get him up here. So I'm going to bring Johnny up at this point, Judah. Like I said, Judah, I will happily talk to you next. I just did make that promise to Johnny. Welcome back in.
What's up, man?
So you are a Trump supporter. If you want to take it away and tell us why you support this tyrannical predator, the floor is yours.
I mean, I think one of my most important reasons is that I think he's a better negotiator with these foreign leaders. I think that he's a force to be reckoned with. I don't think that a lot of people mess around with him. I think other leaders are frankly scared of him, and I think that's one of the biggest threats to the world, honestly.
Really, really bad time to make that point. I mean, right now, Donald Trump is telling Ukraine to accept this new 28 peace deal, but then we had Marco Rubio from Trump's administration say that it was Russia's peace deal. So in other words, Trump did no negotiation on behalf of Ukraine and is now telling them to accept Russia's peace deal with no negotiation whatsoever.
So he's never negotiated with any leaders and made some sort of peace. What about when he met with Kim Jong-un? I thought that was one of the smartest things he ever did.
So that was also another failure of his master negotiation skills. He met with Kim Jong-un in July of 2019. By August, they were already back to missile testing off the coast of South Korea. It failed.
And are they now?
Are they now? Yeah, I think that they've continued missile testing. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I certainly agree with you on a lot of things. I do think he's kind of a jerk-off in a lot of the ways that he holds himself and represents himself, calling people names and shit like that, I think is idiotic. I think there's certainly a lot of stuff that is bad. But I don't know. What you're saying, I don't know if it really convinces me because I would have to do my own research. Where are you getting this information from?
So, I mean, I got the information that they continued missile testing. There's like a Wikipedia page that tracks the missile testing of North Korea. Now, Wikipedia is not necessarily a reliable source, So, I mean, I'd reference maybe like the source that Wikipedia is getting that from. But I mean, I personally trust that Wikipedia page because it's not like a political conversation. It's just tracking their missile testing. And when you look at the tracked and reported, and when you look at the tracked and reported missile tests done by North Korea off the coast of South Korea, and then you kind of line that up with just, you know, when Donald Trump met with Kim Jong-un, what you see is that they went back to missile testing like 3 months. If you want a more reliable source than Wikipedia, I could find you one. Right? I'll allow that. I mean, that's reasonable. I think that.
I mean, listen, you explained yourself.
Oh, Johnny, you're lagging pretty bad.
I think you.
Oh, you're lagging pretty
What,
bad.
pretty bad?
You're lagging. We can't hear you.
All right, it is what it is.
Okay, he left. Why are the guests today so weird, dude? Why are they so fucking weird, man? I feel like we're talking to some straight weirdos, dude. Listen, guys, I'm sorry that y'all have to bear through this nonsense with me. Yo, Madeline, thank you for the $10 over on Vimeo. Says, did he see the video of world leaders making fun of Trump? Yes, they've all made fun of him, bro. Thank you so much for the $10, Madeline. Show some love to Madeline down below. Thank you. What's up? Do you support Trump? Hello? Nope, they're not here. All right, moving on to the next guest. We got Hosea loading up in the box. Oh, also, by the way, we were talking about this earlier. Did anyone else see that, like, Twitter thinks I'm bi?
Dang, I'll kill you in 20 seconds.
Wow, man.
I ain't gonna care.
Yeah, you sound fucking
In 20
insane.
seconds, I'll pin you down, twin. On my life.
I'm laughing in your goddamn face. Dude, your brain is the size of a rock. You wouldn't be able to kill me in 20 seconds because I don't think you'd be able to figure out how to open my door. Even if it was unlocked. Even if it was unlocked. You'd walk up to that door handle and you'd say, what the hell do we do now? You'd walk up to that door handle and you'd start chat GPTing how the hell to get in. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for reminding me about Judah. We'll look for him in the queue right now. I actually don't even see him. I think Judah might have left. He might have gotten busy. He might have gotten busy. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We'll take one last good look here. We'll take one last. Oh, man, dude. Political violence. Am I right, you guys? The right is so violent, guys. MAGA wants you dead, okay? If they want me dead, they want you dead. Because in all reality, I'm just standing in the way. I'm just standing in the way, okay? I'm just standing in the way. Is that something like Trump said in his first term? I don't know. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Hi, Dean. How are you?
Doing all right. Do you support Trump?
I don't, but I'm wondering if I can debate you on other topics.
Nope. I'm just here to talk to Trump supporters. I'm still not seeing Judah inside of the queue, folks. I'm still not seeing Judah inside of the queue. There's a bunch of people spamming in the chat that he's here. I'll continue to look at the queue. If I see him, we'll have him up. What's up? Do you support Trump?
We are Charlie Kirk. We can.
Also killed it. Damn, you guys are good singers. Honestly, I'm impressed. This is definitely a troll account. I just want to bring this account up for a second so you guys can look at them. Their username is I fucking love Dean Withers, but then their bio says I fucking hate Dean Withers. Ah, they're not even loading in. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Moving on to the next guest, guys. We're just looking for some Trump supporters to come up here and have a conversation with. Right now, it does kind of look like the Trump supporters are running just a little bit.
Yo.
So come on, guys.
What's up, D?
What's up, man? Do you support Trump?
Unfortunately, I don't, but I just want to say I'm a fan of you.
I mean, I appreciate that, but as I did say to the last guest right now, we are only looking for Trump supporters, guys. Please make sure that we're following those rules. If you are in the queue and you're not a Trump supporter, please at this time do leave. Please at this time do leave, since we are just looking for those debates. I would really appreciate that. Quite frankly, I would appreciate it bigly. I would bigly appreciate it. Bigly appreciate it. Also, go ahead and let me know down below in that comment section if you're a Trump supporter, and I'll invite you up. Somebody in the comment section named Love just said that they're MAGA, so I just sent them an invite. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I'll slap the shit out of you, bro.
I don't even know what you said, but you sound forced, so I gotta kick you. Hey, Faith, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo. I appreciate you for that love, Faith. Faith with the $20 says, tonight's been great. These people are silly. Thank you. Oh, well, I appreciate you for being here. And I got to tell you, they are a little bit silly tonight. I don't know what the hell is in the air. I don't know what's going around, but something's going around, right? Because the people that are here are insane. And it's also like really difficult to like find anyone. So super unfortunate. We're going to continue to look for a Trump supporter to have up here. And by the way, if you're watching and you want to support me, you want to support the stream, you want to support what we do here, you could actually find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio on TikTok and in the pinned message on the YouTube stream. When you do donate over there, you could attach a message and I get a notification on my phone where I could actually read it out and thank you guys. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
25.
What year were you born in?
I was born in 2000.
For now, I believe you. I don't know. You do kind of sound young. So, yeah, why the fuck do you support this, like, terrible president?
I support mostly for policies and some of my positions on topics.
Yeah, like which
Not
policies,
so much
which
for,
positions?
Yeah. So, I would say I'm a bit more conservative on things related to abortion rights.
Oh, wow.
So that's just something personally that I feel.
Okay, so so you're pro-life. I don't know. Let's start here. Do you hold exceptions for victims of rape?
Yes.
Okay, life of the mother too?
Yes.
So you just think that elective abortion should be banned?
For the most part, yes.
And why the hell is that?
Yeah. I have a lot of reasons for that. I do think that for most people, pregnancy is a choice and that people should be wiser about it. And if you're having sex, that is a possibility. So I think it's irresponsible to just turn to abortion when something's developing and it has nothing to do with rape or incest.
So I don't think that pregnancy is a choice.
Why?
Why? Because although you can like control the environment in which would introduce the potentiality of conception occurring, sex, right, when consenting, right, this doesn't mean that you could control the biological processes that would like cause conception to occur, right? Like, do you think that like an infection onset by an elective surgery would be a choice since you chose to get the surgery which introduced the likelihood of an infection occurring? Like, no, we'd say that they couldn't control the fact that they got that infection was not a choice. Right. In the same way, we should say that a woman can't control the fact of, conception potentially occurring inside of their uterus, that pregnancy wasn't a choice.
Pregnancy is not an infection.
Okay, but
So I don't think that's a good comparison.
Well, the comparison here is that the infection was an uncontrolled outcome of the elective surgery that one opted to engage in, just like pregnancy would be the uncontrolled outcome of like the elected intercourse, right, that an individual opted to engage in.
Yeah.
Right? So if pregnancy is a choice, then like so would an infection be a choice onset by an elective surgery.
Yeah. I think with sex and pregnancy is just a huge possibility for people who have sex. It's a huge possibility.
Okay. So just like infection is a huge possibility of having a surgery.
Not a huge possibility. There are a lot of risk factors that are controlled, thankfully.
So you could control the risk factors by like antibiotics, a clean working environment, just like you could try to control the risk factors as it would relate to pregnancy and intercourse by having an IUD, using a condom, birth control, pulling out, so on and so forth. So I'd say that this is a pretty fair logical comparison to make.
Yeah, I think we disagree on that.
Why?
I can't see that analogy.
So what's the reason you disagree?
Yeah, I don't think that analogy makes sense.
Why?
So with an infection, that is something that it's unpredictable, of course, and a person doesn't go to surgery expecting or hoping or wishing or believing that that will happen for them. Whereas sex is something that when you enter, you know that's a huge possibility. And it's an infection again. That analogy just doesn't work.
So you're saying the difference,
I don't
the
think it
reason why
makes
it's not
sense.
comparison is because you think that there's a larger possibility of pregnancy occurring than an infection occurring given elective surgery?
If a person is not using protection, yes, that's a huge possibility of getting pregnant from sex.
So you'd argue that if like a man was using a condom and the woman got pregnant, then that pregnancy was not a choice?
I would say that it's still a possibility, and when you have sex, you
so
know
it-
that
so-
possibility exists.
So the question
You
wasn't,
know
is it a
exists.
possibility? The question is it a choice?
I would say yes.
Okay,
in the
so-
sense that you're choosing to engage in something that can result in a pregnancy,
Right.
and pregnancy is a developing life.
Okay.
And
So then
you know
infection.
that.
So then infection onset by an elective surgery is a choice, since you're engaging like willfully in an action that could possibly result in this outcome.
I wouldn't use the word choice in that respect,
So then
but
why,
it is a possibility.
So why would you use
for example,
choice? Wait. Why would you use choice in one scenario but not the other?
because one involves free will and you making choices concerning, like, sex is something that you're choosing to do where you know a potential developing life may happen.
Oh, but see,
an
the thing
infection
is
is not.
but
And an
that's-
infection is also not a developing life.
So this is the thing though, right? You're saying that the difference is that in one scenario, you're electively choosing to engage in sex knowing the potential outcome of pregnancy. Well, this isn't a difference since you're electively choosing to engage in this elective surgery knowing a potential outcome would be an infection.
But infection is not a developing life. So there's just also more different value to an infection versus an embryo, like a developing fetus. It's just completely different.
But we're not having a conversation about the moral value of the fetus. We're having a conversation about, well, did one choose to develop this fetus, right? We're talking about the word choose here, okay? And as soon as you start talking about moral value, well, then you're pivoting off of the topic on, is this a choice or not a choice? Okay, so you're saying that the difference is in one scenario it's a developing life, in the other scenario it's an infection. Well, we're not talking about if in one scenario it's a developing life or not. We're talking about if you're choosing to let that life develop, if you're choosing to allow that infection to flourish. So in one scenario, what we'd argue here is that you're choosing pregnancy, therefore you're choosing infection, because in both cases, you willingly opted to engage in elective action, rather than surgery or sex, and which bared a potentiality for this consequence, that consequence in the context of sex being pregnancy, and this consequence in the context of elective surgery being infection. And just to make sure that I steel man your argument here to cover all my bases, another point that you brought up was the likelihood of this outcome occurring, right? And you said that pregnancy is much more likely than infection following surgery. Well, you said even if the likelihood for pregnancy following elective sex is incredibly low, right? Given like the woman is using an IUD and the man is using a condom, you're arguing because that likelihood of the outcome of pregnancy exists at all, that's still something that they're choosing by engaging in sex in the first place. Therefore, regardless of what the likelihood would be for an infection to occur following elective surgery, if it does occur, then the person electing for the surgery still chose it, considering the fact that they consented to the surgery in the first place.
I think for me, it's the idea that if you're choosing to engage in something that has the potential, again, I do think there's different value for an infection versus a pregnancy. And I know that you want to go back just to the idea of choice. But I think for me, it's both. It's the idea that you're choosing to engage in something that can result in pregnancy. And there's just, I think the moral value is just as important to this conversation. So for me, it's both.
Okay, so you're now conceding by arguing that no, the pregnancy is not the choice that they're making, but rather the choice that they're making is to engage in sex that could possibly result in that outcome. So you concede the point on pregnancy being a choice.
No, I don't concede that point.
Okay, so then you accept the point that infection following elective surgery is a choice.
No, I don't agree.
Okay. So then what's the difference between
I just-
what's the
Mhm.
difference between you choosing to engage in the action of sex, knowing that a potential outcome is pregnancy, therefore you're choosing pregnancy if it occurs, and one choosing to engage in elective surgery, knowing that a potential outcome is infection, and therefore if infection does occur, you're choosing the infection? What is the difference
Because-
between those two situations, right? Relevant to one being a choice and the other not being a choice.
That's something I'd want to give more thought to. But what I would say firstly is that surgery, for the most part, when people do it, it's meant to save and protect their lives. There's a lot of value to it. Sex, for the most part, is something that people engage in for pleasure. So it's a little different. I feel like if you go to hospital, you have appendicitis or something, there is that risk that you could get infection from it. But it's really meant for protecting and saving your life.
Well, see, the
Sex
thing is
something
that
for pleasure.
see, the thing is that I
It's
clarified elective surgery, right? An example of an elective surgery would be like a non-necessary nose job, right?
Okay.
People get like a non-necessary nose jobs for personal pleasure.
Sure.
Right? So if a non-necessary nose job causes an infection, are they choosing that infection?
I see what you're saying. I don't think they'd want it. I don't think that they're wanting.
Okay,
to
so therefore, if
the
they don't want the
infection.
infection and they have the infection, they didn't choose it. Therefore, if a woman doesn't want a pregnancy but is pregnant, they didn't choose it. Obviously, every woman that gets an abortion doesn't want the pregnancy. So therefore, every woman that gets an abortion didn't choose said pregnancy because they didn't want it.
No, I don't agree with
Well, that was your logic. So you just disagreed with your own logic, ma'am. Thank you for playing.
I no, sorry, I still don't agree, and I think it's both.
Well, I know you
things.
disagree with your own logic. I get it.
No, I don't agree with your.
Come on, you
framing
just
of
argued that they didn't choose the infection because they didn't want it. How would that not apply to pregnancy in the context of a woman that's accessing abortion? Oh wow, because she considered
Because
sex.
I think
oh wow,
moral
well the
value
person
is
with the
a part of
infection
the
from the elective nose job chose the elective nose job.
Because I think moral value is a factor here, and I think we can't minimize that.
Well, the conversation about the moral value rooted within the life of the fetus is completely irrelevant to if the woman chose the pregnancy or not.
I don't agree.
How's that? So what? Wait, tell me how the value of the
agree with
fetus.
you, Dean.
Wait. Tell me how the value of a fetus is relevant to if the woman chose the pregnancy. What?
Because she chose to engage in a behavior that carries a huge possibility of that. And human life, human life, it's different from an infection. I don't think that's a fair comparison, Dean.
Wait, check this out. I'm going to demonstrate to you that the moral value of the fetus is completely irrelevant to the conversation on did the woman choose the pregnancy. So I want you to give me one argument, okay? And nothing but this one argument. Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead, Dean.
Give me an argument to demonstrate that women who are pregnant chose to be pregnant. Nothing else. I don't want an argument for anything else except for that one claim you've made.
I would say a person chose to engage in a behavior that can result in pregnancy. So that is where choice is.
That's your argument? That's the only argument for the idea that she chose a pregnancy.
She chose to engage in a behavior that can result in pregnancy. That's a choice.
Right. Notice.
That's a huge choice.
So notice.
And her body is doing it.
1 second. Notice how the value of the fetus did not come up when you're giving an argument insofar as justifying that woman chose pregnancy. So earlier when I was telling you that the value of the fetus is completely irrelevant to a conversation, right, on if she chose or did not choose pregnancy, you have now proved me right. Okay? And once again, the way that you proved me right is when I asked you for the argument to demonstrate that woman chose pregnancy, you not at one point mentioned the moral value of the fetus. Therefore, the moral value of the fetus is irrelevant to a conversation on if that woman chose pregnancy or not.
I guess at some point that's just where we disagree, Dean.
That's not where we disagree. Where did the moral value of the fetus come up when I asked you to justify that the woman chose pregnancy?
I think moral value is a factor. We can't ignore it.
Then why didn't you tell me that it was a factor? Where does it factor in? Where does it factor into the equation? To the conclusion? No. Where does it factor in? Where does the moral value of the fetus factor in to on if the woman did or did not choose pregnancy? Because when I asked you for the argument for it that yields the conclusion that the woman chose pregnancy, you just said that she consented to engage in an action that yielded a possibility of the outcome. But not at one point in that conversation did you invoke the moral value of that outcome.
I just can't agree with you, Dean.
I'm confused. You are the one that did not bring up the moral value of the fetus. You're the one that did not mention the moral value of the fetus when arguing that women choose pregnancy. What do you mean? You're not disagreeing with me. You're disagreeing with yourself.
I don't think so, Dean. I just think we disagree.
Listen, we'll do it again. Give the argument.
No, it's okay.
No.
I don't think that's.
I want to demonstrate this. I want to demonstrate this. Give the argument once again that women choose pregnancy. She left like a little fucking runner. You absolute grown child. I'm talking to people with negative IQs with 0 brain cells. Like, dude, like it's like that one was great. Honestly, that was really satisfying because if you were tracking whatsoever in that conversation, then like you would have like very clearly like heard how my argument that she was wrong was her own argument. She was like, Hayden, I think that the moral value of the fetus is relevant to the determination, right? That it is a choice when women get pregnant. So then I asked her for her argument to conclude that it is a choice when women get pregnant. And she did not at one point mention the moral value of the fetus. Therefore, it is irrelevant to said position, right? And then she was like, well, we're just going to agree to disagree. And I was like, listen, it's your argument. I'm not the one, right, that made you give an argument to yield this conclusion without invoking the value of the fetus. You are. And then she left because she would have had to concede that if she were to repeat it. So get absolutely cooked. All right, 0 brain cells, terrible. What's up, Jacob? Do you support Trump?
Nah, but kid, what you do, man?
I appreciate you for that love, Jacob. You take care, man. Moving on to the next Trump supporter right now. There was a bunch of really loud and angry Trump supporters down below in that comment section. And honestly, like we didn't really hear from any of them. And on the live, right? I don't see any of them in the queue. So if you are one of those loud and angry Trump supporters saying that Dane doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, go ahead and hop in that queue. I'd love to have you up, but it, for whatever reason, kind of seems like you guys are scared. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, everybody. All right, we're going to go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now, guys. Only join in that queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. We probably have time for one more guest. Then we are going to hop off. All right, I'd also like to thank a couple people. Hey, Tiffany, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Tiffany. You are awesome. I want to see 500 big Tiffany W's down below in that chat for the $50. Seriously, Tiffany, you were fucking rad. Thank you so much for the love. Tiffany with the $50 says, thank you for giving me the courage to submit my first novel to a publishing company, modern fantasy, but it has a lot about our corrupt politics and it's being published. Oh, that is awesome. I'm really proud of you, Tiffany. Keep me updated. If it does get published, I'd love to take a look. I think that is so cool. Please show some love to Tiffany down below. Also, Shiloh will come in. Just do give me around a second here. Do give me a second here, Mr. Shiloh.
Well, it sounds a bit.
Oh, you honestly sound British, so I'm going to kick you. I'd also like to thank Ben. Thank you for the $10 on Venmo, who says, love what you do. Keep it up. Thank you, Ben. Show some love to Ben down below. Madeline with the $5. Thank you so much. Sam, I appreciate you for the $5. Looks like we're all caught up over on Venmo, over on PayPal. Ruth, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that so much. And Adam, thank you for the $5 as well. Shout out to you guys. I also think that we have one super chat here. DK, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love, DK. DK with the $20 says approximately 0.5% to 3% of all surgical patients will develop a surgical site infection. Also, by her logic, if you get into a car accident, excuse me, if you get into a car accident, you shouldn't be able to get EMS because you knew the risk of crashing. Yep. Yeah, there's many other examples of her logic just completely failing. Welcome back, Judah.
Hey, thank you, Dean. Thank you.
Yeah, tell us about your Trump supporter.
So, like I was saying earlier, I do not fully support Trump by any means. I think that there's a lot of evil in our government as it is.
Well, let me ask you a question. Knowing everything that you do now, if you're teleported back to last November, who'd you vote for?
Well, I was barely not able to vote. I would have voted for Trump in the last election.
And would you regret that vote today?
I think I would have preferred it over Kamala personally, just because I do support some of his policies over Kamala's, specifically with his border control. I don't necessarily agree with how he's doing it though.
What is his border control policy?
Well, when he was running for election, he was just claiming that he would make the border stronger and he would do deportations and all of that. I think it's at the point, though, where it's just so far past what it was ever supposed to be.
Okay, so do you or do you not support his mass deportation?
Partly.
What does that even mean? Like overall, just yes or no, good or bad?
I would say mostly good.
Okay, so overall, is it good or overall, is it bad?
Overall, it's good.
Okay, all right. So what is one specific positive material outcome of mass deportation on this country?
Mass deportation gets rid of a lot of crime, and I know that crime statistics say otherwise for some things, but I think that there are a lot of illegal immigrants here in the country and the fact that they are here illegally does make them a criminal. It doesn't negate their rights, obviously.
Okay, so if you want to remove criminals from the country, why'd you put one in the Oval Office? Like, it just seems simple to me. Not to mention that mass deportation actually increases crime by destroying our economy, destabilizing our manufacturers by forcefully removing 8.4 million of their workers, 11 million of their consumers, and reducing our GDP by 1.1 through 1.7 trillion dollars per year. That's going to increase poverty, and increase in poverty means an increase in crime. So my two counter responses to you. First point is one of hypocrisy. In one breath, you want to remove people from the country because they've committed a misdemeanor. In another breath, you want somebody to serve as president, even though they're guilty of 34 felonies and they were held civilly liable for the rape of a woman. They're also held civilly liable for lying about the evaluation of their properties in New York and concealed classified documents at their estate in Mar-a-Lago, and were sued by the New York State Justice Department in the 70s for failing to rent to black tenants, and have infringed on our Constitution 5 times in the last 10 months, like the 1st, 2nd, 14th, 10th, and 22nd Amendment. And that guy needs to be president. And then, of course, the second point there would be the fact that when you do mass deportation, it increases crime by increasing poverty. I'm going to let you take a second to think about your responses to those two things, because I want to wrap in this other guy. Their name is I'm Actually Intelligent. Well, you're actually very unintelligent, man. It seems like you've been chirping down below in that comment section for quite a while now. Does he know his mic is muted? Oh, hello. You got your mic unmuted. Good job.
Please stop vaping, D.
Go ahead, Judah.
I don't really know what that was. So again, I definitely do not support Trump as a person. I'm not saying he's a great person by any means. I think I am definitely more in the middle in terms of my political views. I would consider myself more libertarian. I don't think he should have a say in anything to do with LGBTQ rights.
Could you please respond to the two arguments that I just gave you?
Like about his felonies?
Yeah, so I pointed out one point of hypocrisy in your position of supporting mass deportation to remove criminals, and then a second argument to demonstrate that mass deportation will only cause more crime.
Well, I do think that because it only decreases our economy because it gets rid of a lot of workers. There are a lot of illegals who are here working in the United States. I think that they could be here on a working visa, which that is it's not out of reach to get for people who are migrating to America. I definitely believe
I don't know what are you like, dude? Trump's mass deportation is deporting them. In a story.
Not if you are here legally.
Exactly.
Mostly.
There is 8.4 illegal, or as I like to say, undocumented workers in our workforce that Donald Trump seeks to remove.
I do think that our own citizens should have precedent over those people.
Okay. And is this changing the fact that when we remove them, it'll cause the economy to down spiral, increasing poverty and increasing crime? No.
Well, definitely not. But I do think that our American people are so dependent on the government. You can see that just from like food stamps and all of that. Like, I think that our American people are just so dependent on the government right now.
What does this have to do? What is the relevance of any of this to my point that mass deportation will increase crime?
I think if they were less dependent on the government, they would be more willing to go work as our own citizens. Our citizens have become lazy.
This is a pivot. Dude. You said mass deportation good because it reduced crime. I said you're wrong, it increases crime, and here's why. And then you said people on food stamps are lazy. Okay, people on food stamps bear no relevance towards the counter argument that I gave to your position to demonstrate that mass deportation will increase crime in this country.
Not people on food stamps are lazy in general. I think people
You're muffling your mic. You're muffling your mic.
Completely reliable. I know. I'm getting there. I do think that people rely on the government too much, and I think that if we're less reliant on the government, we would be more willing to work, and in turn, it would decrease crime because people would be more willing to go out and work hard, make money instead of sitting around all day. And
social safety nets like food stamps actually reduce crime because they increase economic mobility. But I mean, that's once again a completely different argument because we're talking about mass deportation, buddy. Come on.
Yes,
track,
I know.
Track the dialogue. Track the dialogue. The dialogue is simple. You said, when Trump does mass deport, crime go down. I said, when Trump does mass deport, crime go up because it hurt economy by removing 11 million of our consumers, 8.4 million of our workers, reducing our GDP by 1.1 through 1.7 trillion dollars per year, and reducing the productive capacities of our manufacturers. Okay? American citizens on food stamps have nothing to do with my argument and nothing to do with yours. Please directly respond to the counterposition that I gave to you to demonstrate that mass deportation will materially increase crime in this country.
I'm hearing silence.
I know. I'm trying to just think. I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Honestly.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I appreciate you just for being honest. By the way, guys, we have around another 5 minutes on live. Parker, you came in at the end, just because I gotta go to a Friendsgiving here in 35 minutes, and I'm gonna pick up some bottles of wine on the way. Listen, you guys, earlier before the live, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just get some rosé, some Chardonnay. But you guys have been so kind today. With all the love that you've shown, I think I'm gonna ball out right on a couple good. Nice bottles of cab. So shout out to you guys for real.
I'll definitely try to make sure to join earlier tomorrow, man. I don't know. I guess I just been taking a while to get ready, man.
Oh, a couple people in the chat are saying champagne. Decent idea. And you're all good, Parker.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Champagne's really good. I like champagne.
Yeah. That is a good idea.
Are you still there? Like, can I talk? Sorry.
Yeah, you can talk.
Okay. Well, I definitely do think that if you're here illegally, that does make you a criminal, but that doesn't make you a violent criminal. I do think that there are a lot of violent criminal aliens here in America. If we targeted those people and removed them from the country, I do think it will decrease crime.
The Biden-Harris administration removed undocumented immigrants with prior criminal convictions at higher rates, according to ICE.gov.
I think what they're going for, though, is in mass deportations. I think they're going to, like, they're trying to get more criminals.
Okay, he's lagging so bad I just kicked him. You want to hang out with me for the next couple minutes before I hop off?
Yes, absolutely. Here, give me 1 second, though.
Based. Okay, I want to thank a couple people here. Hey, Anna, I appreciate you for the $5 over at Venmo. Says awesome. Hey, Anna, I appreciate you for being here, and I really hope that you enjoyed the stream today. Rhonda, that is RHONDA. Thank you for the $50 over on Venmo. Rhonda, you are awesome. Thank you so much for the $50. Thank you. All the love in the world to you. Rhonda with the $50 says Maga claims to care about life, but then will elect a monster into office that will violate and destroy those babies. No. Disgusting hypocrisy. Rhonda, we fucking love you. You are absolutely spitting. Shout out to Rhonda down below in that chat. Seriously, thank you so much for your incredibly generous contribution. Then Philadelphia, thank you for the $10 who says, I'm a big fan of what you do and you're so kind and smart. Thank you, Philadelphia. Tiffany, thank you for the $5. And Jessica, thank you so much for the $15. Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. Maybe there's a couple people to thank over on Super Chat and PayPal. One on Super Chat, DK. Thank you for the $20 who says, dude, if liberty means you choose your own risks, why fear peaceful immigrants? If their choices don't harm you, your rights aren't threatened. Mass deportation in the state is the state using force or using force where freedom should rule. No, I think that's a good point, DK. On live, for the most part, we discussed the economic concerns related to mass deportation because that's all these shitty Trump supporters seem to care about. But I mean, there's a lot of concerns related to freedom and ethics as well. And then Jarek, thank you so much for the $50 on PayPal. Bro, thank you. That is JARICK. I really appreciate you so much for the $50 who says, hey, Dean, just wanted to donate before you leave. Have fun and be safe. Also, champagne sounds amazing. Yeah, you guys kind of cooked with that idea. I think champagne's going to be the go-to, and thank you so much for the love. And then Jennifer with the $10 who says, always amusing to hear a self-described libertarian argue for strong borders and mass deportation. Jennifer, okay, high IQ, yes. In theory, libertarians should be against borders as a whole because they are a restriction on the free flow of labor entry into the market. And I've actually seen this. I had a libertarian professor in college. His name was Michael Huemer. And Michael Huemer like hates the woke. He hates like the progressive. I mean, he's made a whole book about the progressive lies. So he's on the right. But even something that he taught me in the social and political philosophy course of his that I took was like under libertarianism, like borders just make no sense. He doesn't think we should have borders.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why Trump's trying to act like that's like a right-wing position to hold when it's actually, you know, a lot of right-wingers themselves think it's like actually antithetical to the right. And Republicans have done a horrible job at defining their party in a manner in which acknowledges that. So libertarians have lost. Like they literally have no basis in government right now. Yeah. And they've let the authoritarian Republicans win.
Yeah, no, 110%. Well, Parker, you want to go live?
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Cool, man. What account are you going to be on?
Actually, this one right now on TikTok because my main account got banned after I was off live again.
Bruh, same. Well, I mean, dude, I'm on my my second account right now, and it actually seems like it's doing all right. So
yeah, it looks like it's doing pretty good. So I mean, I'll try mine. I appreciate it, man. Have a good time at your Friendsgiving, bro.
Yeah, you take care.
Don't get too drunk.
You take care. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Dude, I'm looking at something on my phone right now. Some dweeb, some total fucking dweeb in my hometown that I've had like, you know, beef with forever. Posted something on his Instagram story at Dean Withers, by the power vested in me by the ghost of Charlie Kirk, I'm gonna sentence you to a round 1 KO. Dude, what a fucking dweeb, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god. And he is posting like a picture of like my DMs with him where I was telling him that I live in his head rent free. Just like echoing the shit out of him because he's such a little dweeb from like 2 years ago. Like he's like posting a screenshot of our DMs from 2 years ago, like talking about the DMs today. Dude is obsessed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, and like something else. He's like really dumb. Okay. He's like really stupid. But he also really hates me. So when I first started like gaining like more notoriety insofar as like a larger platform, this dude went on TikTok and he started like spamming videos, just like lying about me, like saying that I've done all these like heinous things, this and that, and that I'm just so terrible and that nobody should follow me. And he's been like disseminating those lies like even before I had a platform. Like he's always done that to me just because he's so obsessed. And the thing is that he's so stupid. He didn't know how to like make a video like talking about lies about me that would like be believable or be like predisposed towards like doing well in the algorithm. So it just completely did not work out. I think it got like maybe 20 views. He was like, and then once it like didn't go like anywhere on TikTok, he like posted it on Instagram. He posted it on his story. Like, dude's crashing out. He's like still crashing out like years later. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, so embarrassing, right? You know, like back in like 2022, like when we were in like high school and shit, right? You know, you expect, right, immature little kids to be immature little kids, right? You know, the beef, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna beat you up, right? But for him to be so hell-bent on those same goals for the same reasons, or I don't know, whatever, like years later when we're both like adults, you know, 21-year-old men, is so embarrassing. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the day. I actually got to go show that to my girlfriend. She's going to laugh her ass off. Go raid Parker. At Parker Get a Real Job on TikTok. At Parker Get a Job on YouTube.